Hello, everybody. My name is Cutter. You can call me APTR, or you can call me your caster for tonight's Collegiate CSGO match between your NC State Wolfpack and the Kennesaw State Owls. We're in round 4 of the Swiss system of FACEIT. And tonight, this is two 2-1 teams. NC State taking on Kennesaw State here in Counter-Strike, Collegiate Counter-Strike. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. It should be a good match. Two good teams and some very good players on both of these rosters that we are going to be seeing today. Let's go Pack indeed. Put them in chat. Tell me how you're doing. I'm doing great. I hope you're all ready. Today, we've got I think what should be a pretty good match for you here. NC State versus Kennesaw State. It is two 2-1 teams. Kennesaw State with one forfeit, a win over Western Michigan, and a loss to Indiana University, Purdue University of Indiana, IUPUI. Ready for King to slay? Thanks, King. I hope you're ready, because I sure am. Tonight, we've got an excellent map selection for you as I write it down over on my little notepad. We've got Vertigo as the map 1 pick. That was picked by the Kennesaw State Owls, followed by Overpass. That's NC State's pick. And Inferno will be the map 3 decider. So we are going to see no Anubis today. Anubis, a map that we have seen a lot of NC State on, especially just with how frequently and how much Mr. Myers has allowed them to get ready for it. But we will not be seeing Anubis today. No. We will be stuck with Vertigo, Overpass, and Inferno. I say stuck with. They're all great maps. I've just been a big fan of the Anubis recently. Ready for Mace to mace them. It's what he does best. No kidding. I live 10 miles from KSU, but a diehard Pack fan. That's what I like to hear. You give up your regional biases and you cheer for your NC State Wolfpack. Tonight against Kennesaw State, our rosters, no surprises at the very least for your Wolfpack. Tau, Mr. Myers, Maestro, King, and Mace, your starting 5, as it always has been and will continue to be. As for Kennesaw State, not exactly the lineup we would expect them to run, or not their full normal lineup. Still one sub off of their normal lineup. I'm going to make note of that, if you don't mind. It is going to be Avernisk, Gun Wounds, Ludicity, Nitsu, and Zen for your Kennesaw State Owls, who will be making up that roster tonight. A lot of those players are FACEIT level 10. A lot of these are very, very good players. Zen, not FACEIT level 10, though. He's the only player, and as an alternate, Kennesaw State's roster does maintain a full FACEIT level 10 status, at least their main roster. But that is neither here nor there, because they're not all playing tonight. They've got Zen in there. We will see what they can do as a sub in this Kennesaw State roster, who has had some good matches. They stomped Western Michigan when they played them. Would have been 2 weeks ago. A forfeit win over, oh my goodness, who forfeited? I'm not entirely sure. This isn't important. They got a forfeit win over another 1-1 team last week, and then the week before they lost to Indiana University, Purdue University of Indiana, IUPUI 2-0 or 2-1 rather. It was a close series. IUPUI not a bad team by any stretch of the imagination, but I think on paper NC State looks a little bit better, and so we're looking for that to come through and show through tonight, hopefully for an NC State win, but we will burn that bridge, I guess, when we get there. Mace for the win. Mace for the win, indeed. Let me hear it from you in chat as we get ready. We are loading in slowly but surely into Map 1 Vertigo. This is Kennesaw State's map pick. It's also a map that NC State played a lot last season, so feeling pretty good about that. At the very least, NC State, a map that they know pretty well. They tend to play pretty comfortably on. With Overpass being NC State's pick, that's a map we saw even more of last season. So something that we can expect, again, your Wolfpack to be very comfortable on. And Map 3 Inferno, if we need it, and we might not, we might get to see a little bit of the Banana Bandit come out. That'll be Maced. He's gone big on that map every time NC State has played it. It is his home. But we might not even need it again. This is just a best-of-3 series against Kennesaw State. So if either team wins Vertigo and then Overpass straight through, those will be the only maps we see tonight. But as you can see right here, the scoreline 0-0. It is fresh. We are about to get into, hopefully, as I load in and get everybody else set up. Rather, good grief. On map 1 Vertigo, NC State hoping to extend their winning ways, get to 3-1 on the season. Only one loss in this league this season. That was to Arizona State, a team who last season in FACEIT came in second to Davenport, who are the giants of collegiate esports. Not even a bad loss to Arizona State whatsoever. So this will be should be an interesting match. Should be a good one. Should be two pretty well matched teams, as we are still waiting on, I believe it is one Kennesaw State player to get loaded in. But once that is done and set up, we'll take you right over. Since this is Kennesaw State's map pick, NC State is going to get to pick the side they want to start on. Not sure which is going to be Vertigo. NC State tends to start out on the defense, but that's oftentimes off the back of their pick, so we'll see how it all shakes out. But just as we wait for that Kennesaw State player, hope you're excited. I'm excited. It should be a really, really good match. Lots of very talented players in the server for both teams. Listen, I'm partial to NC State. You see me wearing the colors. The room is lit up like it. This blanket that you can kind of see is an NC State blanket. I'm partial to the boys in black and red. But Kennesaw State's got some players on them. I think the player to look out for them is likely going to be Avernisk. More than likely, at least going to be Avernisk. But again, any of those players can pop off. I think it would be most surprising for Zen to be the player to pop off. Just because they are a little bit lower of a rank. They're not on the main roster. But doesn't mean they can't counter-strike the game and getting hot. As we are ending the warm-up phase now with Kennesaw State. Still a player down, so not sure exactly what we're going to do here. As the match is going to get started with Kennesaw State down a player, or no? Looks like a little bit of confusion as not quite all the players for Kennesaw State ready. So we shall see what this is going to end up looking like. Just as we hang out, get to chat with me for a little bit longer. I believe it was Gun Wounds, by the way, for Kennesaw State that was not in the server there at the end. So just seeing how this is all going to shake out. We have not yet had a match where we've had a player not join in on time. I don't know what the FACEIT protocols are. I'm sure some of these NC State and Kennesaw State players who play in these leagues probably know a little bit better than I. But I'll see if I can get you any information. If I can, I'll let you know. Otherwise, it'll just be you and I chatting as we are in a little bit of a technical pause. I believe a tech pause, though I guess I'm not entirely sure. Let me see if I can hunt down some information for you. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back. I promise you. I will be right back with news. I don't promise that I'll be back with news, but I do promise I will be back, and hopefully I'll have news. Don't go anywhere as we try to get this sorted out. NC State CSGO coming up shortly. I'm right back. See, look at that. Did you miss me? I sure missed you guys in the 45 seconds that I was gone. It looks like a technical issue on the side of one of the players of Kennesaw State means that we are Gonna be resetting everything, just running it all back, getting everything set up. Looks like we just weren't quite all there, but it is gonna be everything the same. Maps are gonna stay the same. Vetoes stay the same, and we're gonna be hopefully this time getting into Vertigo. Don't have anything more to say about it than that. Hope we can get it all sorted. But yeah, I believe it was, from everything that I've understood, just a slight issue with one of the Kennesaw State players, that being Gun Wound, I believe, who was not able to log in. And so we're running a quick reset, just a little bit of a technical delay here, not even a pause, just a delay as we get everything set up. Go Pack again, yes, let's go. Wolfpack NC State taking on the Kennesaw State Owls. Here tonight in Counter-Strike, if we can ever get everybody into the server, as we will try to log in once again and head towards hopefully playing some Counter-Strike tonight. Thank you all for joining me on a wonderful, excellent Monday night. I hope you've all had good days, at least for those of us who attend NC State currently. Coming up on spring break, I know I've got deadlines and assignments and exams and all that coming up, but still exciting stuff. I hope you're if you are at NC State, living the same dream, or at least running with it. And it looks like we are already doing a little bit better. Gun Wounds has shown up in the server already. Still waiting on a bunch more players, but at the very least we see him. Crammed with exams this week? Yeah, no kidding. Assignments are second priority. Just got to make it Friday. Assignments are second priority to Counter-Strike. You know the deal. CSGO first. You'll love to hear it. That's what I'm doing. I could be studying for an exam on Wednesday, but who cares about that when we've got NC State Counter-Strike? Just got to make it a Friday, no kidding. That is the dream that we are living. As we've got almost everybody logged into the server, and we will be, hopefully, barring another issue, getting this one started here in just a minute. Gun Wounds in the server now. Kennesaw State looks like missing Nitsu? Ooh, there we go. We've got all the players in the lobby. We're just getting everybody readied up. And once that happens, we will roll on in to Map 1 Vertigo, this Best of 3 series, graduating in December. 9 to 5 grind is draining my soul. I hate to hear that. I was hoping it would be better than college, I'm going to be honest. I'm sorry to hear that. We miss you at NC State. No kidding, come back, visit anytime. We love you, Joe. But NC State Wolfpack getting geared up as we're going to head into the knife round, which is, of course, a formality in the FACEIT system. But we are going to head over there. Finally, getting some Counter-Strike action going as I tweak all my settings and then take you over to Counter-Strike. Tonight's the night of Counter-Strike as we come over just in time to see the Kennesaw State players jump off the edge. Again, the knife round, just a technicality. Since Kennesaw State picked the map, NC State is going to pick what side they would like to be on, or start on, rather, the offense or the defense, the T side or the CT side. And so it looks like NC State is going to pick to start on the CT side, which we see them do quite often. A comfort side, I believe, here on Vertigo. So we will see NC State, a knack for winning pistol rounds. We'll see if they can do it again. I believe, though I'm not confident, nearly undefeated in pistol rounds this season is NC State. Aimer's Paradise, as we see lots of dualies come out for your NC State Wolfpack and a little bit of armor. Going to see where Kennesaw State looks to push. They're going to head up towards this B ramp, and it's going to be on Maestro around the corner with the dualies to find anybody. Nitsu around the corner gets taken down immediately, and Maestro will get another. Zen finds King, but that's all he'll get as Gun Wounds takes down one. 3v3 now. Site control granted to Kennesaw State, but NC State very quickly rotating over, not giving up too much ground. Tao with the peek, not able to find anything with the USP, waiting for the rest of the NC State players to rotate. Mace making a long flank, and it looks like NC State's going to wait for him to get in position. Mace goes down on the flank, though. Ludicity very ready for it as Mr. Myers goes down as well. Avernus with a crisp headshot around the corner. And a little bit of a caster's curse going on. Apologies to the NC State CS team as the Tau gets taken down. Ludicity gets 2. And Kennesaw State wins the pistol. That one's on me. I'll take the blame for NC State losing that pistol. Everybody knows you never point something out unless you want the opposite to happen. That is the caster's curse, and that is my bad for why NC State starts one down. Don't say that. Don't put that in chat. I know. You don't have to rub it in. NC State upgraded pistols. Now Kennesaw State will get 3 rifles out of the deal. Good kill spread gives them that, and NC State's going to rush. They're going to head straight over through this section of the map and all the way into the T-spawn, but they are not going to find anybody as Kennesaw State is already over and up towards A site. Tao's getting ready on the rotate here, peeking through. King also will catch a little bit of shots on the corners. Tao sits in the corner. King goes down, as does Maestro. Tao able to get one, but he will immediately get traded back. Mr. Myers able to find a rifle, and NC State grabs 2 kills out of it. Not the worst pistol in the world, especially when you rush in the opposite direction of all the attacking players. Mr. Myers more than likely happy to just save this AK going into the next round. But Kennesaw State's on the hunt. They know he wants to save. They'll leave 1 player back behind as everyone else goes searching gun wounds. The only player even in the vicinity of Mr. Myers and might spot him out here. Depends on how the timing works out. Gun wounds. Does he elect to come up the stairs? He does, and right into Mr. Myers, who will take another weapon out of Kennesaw State's hands. A great lurk spot from him will let him keep the AK and take one from Kennesaw State. The Owls, though, will win the round. It's 2-0 now for them. Off the back of that pistol, a very easy conversion. And NC State going to have 1 rifle to work with, and everybody else is going to get an upgraded pistol. The Owls, almost everyone with a rifle now, except for Ludicity. Out of the Owls elect to push. Looks like they're headed towards B, and NC State stacked pretty heavily over towards mid. Not likely to spot anyone. Great call here from Kennesaw State as this entire site is open. They'll throw the utility just to make sure, but boy, that is a lot of control. And NC State's going to have a hell of a retake on their hands as the bomb is going down on site. Wolfpack just waiting this one out. Not a lot to say here for either team as they haven't even met yet. And it does not look likely that they do. Avernus finds Tao over in A. Towards ramp even. A little bit of an odd spot for Tao, who was trying to maybe get an exit pick for the Wolfpack. As Zen around the corner. Ooh! Maestro, it does a little bit of damage, but not enough as Zen will live. NC State might try to find some exit frags here. Mr. Myers with the AK not able to find anybody as Mace is going to come over the edge and try to catch Avernus, not able to do so. King will find 1 kill onto Ludicity. And Nitsu's going to run him down. NC State down 3-0. No, only 1 exit kill found there, and the AK that Mr. Myers stole nets him nothing. As Kennesaw State's up 3-0, just about what you'd expect after winning the pistol. For those of you that may not know, if you win the pistol, if you play your cards right, you should win the first 3 rounds. That is, of course, you can always force buy if it's close and you lose. You've got a lot of options. But NC State elects to yield it like normal, and that'll let them buy King the op early. It's King. Wow, what a shot on Ludicity as Mr. Myers ups clean one up as well. And that's 2 very early picks over on A ramp for NC State. Maced, playing in mid, will find 1 as well, and it's a 3-0. NC State finds a lot early. And Kennesaw State lost. They do have the bomb, though, in the hands of Avernus. He's going to be headed up towards mid as gun wounds might try to make a little bit of a push here. Mr. Myers on the peak. The boost from Tao gets him 1, and it's all down to Avernus. And Mace says no. NC State a perfect round, and that's how you start winning them back. King buys the op and gets 1. A beautiful flick. And that gets the ball rolling. NC State, no fear. They take down all the Kennesaw State players. And they'll notch their first round in the first map on Vertigo. Flawless round, not a single point of damage, I know. Beautiful stuff here from NC State. You gotta win the duels, but you gotta call them well, and that's what you expect from Tao, your IGL. Very experienced player for NC State. Looks like Kennesaw State, they want to play aggressive again. Mr. Myers flashed, but he will still get the kill. Takes a little bit of damage. More this time, maced in the corner. Gets left alone, and gun wounds is able to find as Mr. Myers has to retreat. It's going to be him and King playing on this site. King's going to have a long angle here and might find gun wounds if gun wounds wants to peek it. He's coming up. Not able to hit the shot as King, and gun wounds will collect the kill, and that's a lot of sight control. In the corner, Tao gets taken down. It's just down to Mr. Myers. He'll knock a headshot onto Zen, and gun wounds in the corner, only 12 health, trying to take him down, but can't. Mr. Myers sits in the corner. Maestro gets taken down by Avernus, who makes his way over, and it's a 1v2 rather. Not 5. As Nitsu able to come around the corner and find the kill, just too much for Mr. Myers, and Kennesaw State's able to win one back, and they'll collect the op, which will go to Avernus. NC State gets one early, but leaving Mace behind proves deadly, as the Owls are able to dissect the Wolfpack from there and get all the kills they need. Satisfying to watch, I know, right? What a round. Not this last one, the one before, the flawless one. We're going to see what NC State elects to do on the defense. They've got about as many guns as they had before. But Avernus now has the op. And oh, just getting away with his life is Mr. Myers, who will grab a kill, or rather Mace, but Mr. Myers will grab a kill on top of it. Tao wants to take a little bit of aggression here. Mr. Myers takes a little bit of damage as Mace finds one. Give him 2! Spraying into mid, Nitsu left alone, and it's just him and Avernus. A tough spot for him, facing down 3 players, but Nitsu shows no fear, but can't he find anybody to hit him? Mr. Myers comes into view, but oh, it's a bait, and Tao with the FAMAS will find the kill. Can Mace just ace every round? He tries. 2 kills already for him this time. Just wait, if we go to map 3 Inferno, then you'll see something special. Avernus, not the flash maybe he wanted, if he wanted it over the box, maybe he wanted it in front, but the smoke and the bomb on the other side, you can see it lit up there. All these outlines only for us. Is Avernus gonna smoke this corner, give himself a little bit more cover, and try to rotate out the spray through. Oh, we'll get Tao killed. NC State would rather lose that gun than anybody else's. Lots of smokes keep coming through. As it's all down to Avernus, he's got a lot to do, and oh, too many players. Spots one, but only takes a little bit of damage. He's got to go out and get that bomb. Maestro does a little bit more damage, and 55 health might prompt Avernus to save. No, he wants to get one more. He'll find Maced. 23 seconds left and avoids the nade. This isn't out of the realm of possibility. You need to do something special, and NC State's going to play it for time. It's basically over. Avernus going to have to stick this plant here, and it doesn't matter. Maestro comes around the corner and finds the kill. NC State loses 2 to Avernus. A heroic start, but not a heroic end. NC State secures a ramp. And we'll grab a second round. Tao dying again, but that's alright. He only loses a FAMAS, not the biggest, best, baddest, or most expensive gun in the world. He'll get his M4. There's a few players from NC State opting for AKs instead. The Owls stuck now with pistols. They haven't won enough rounds recently, and they're going to head into mid, and it's going to be all King for this one. The Molly lines them up, and King finds one, and that'll be his exit strategy. Gunwounds comes around the corner. He'll find one. A great pick from him as Maestro's able to get Avernus. Down towards the bottom, it's just Zen who comes around the corner and doesn't find anything. Mr. Myers, 2 kills. Won't get the third as Mace will get one. Almost everybody grabs except for Tao guarding the A ramp as the Wolfpack get to 3. When you're working with pistols for Kennesaw State, your goal is just to get as many kills as possible, and one's not great, but it's not nothing. King will use the opportunity to rebuy the op, though. The Owls maybe not exactly what they were looking for. As Wolfpack are going to be fully equipped, and the Owls stuck with pistols. A few upgrades and a little bit of armor for them, but nothing else. As it looks like one player headed up towards mid, and a few headed towards A ramp. Smoked off now. The Molly is perfect. Sticks Avernus in that room there. But it looks like the Owls starting to head up this ladder into mid. It's going to be likely on Mace to catch a lot of this as we see all these outlines lined up and ready to come around the corner. Mace to great angle here, only his head visible. Zen somehow gets across, but Zen will take only a little bit of damage on the retreat. Maced, nade, excellent, tons of damage to the Owls. Look at those red health bars. As they're going to put Nitsu, the Owls will, up in a bit of a cheeky angle. Not sure that Mace is going to be ready for this on the re-peek. Oh, but King's come around the corner, and he wants one. Mace takes a little bit of damage from the Deagle and will back off. Now he's ready, challenging that peek again. Zen wants a little bit of a fight. And King, oh, the Zen Deagle will find one. And that's a little bit of an opening, but no more. Tao slams the door with 2. That's all down to Ludicity and Nitsu. Not a lot of health left either. Tao gets one. He grabs the op off of King and will find one. He's got 3 on the round already. And it's all Ludicity. He's got an Eagle, but Tao's got the op. Give him 4 for the IGL. So he steals the op off of King and runs away with it, but he doesn't want it any more than that. Huge comeback. NC State already drawing even. Those first 3 rounds count for a little, but you got to keep your momentum rolling, and if you can't, this is a scoreline you would likely see after round 8. Not out of the ordinary, not out of the realm of possibility, clearly. As King gets his op back, the IGL Tau with 6 kills, and Mr. Myers already at 10. Look at him go. The Owls will have their full buy, including the op for Avernisk. He's going to take an early challenge here, but that smoke not going to block off the feet of Mr. Myers, who will live with just 16 HP. Doesn't want to re-challenge. Ludicity taking a little bit of damage as the Owls have made their way over towards B site. 2 players, including the op of King, backing up this angle as Avernisk taking a little bit of damage through the smoke. Gonna have to try to find something to keep this op worthwhile. Meanwhile, over on B site, Maestro and King. King wants to challenge mid. It's going to be Maestro alone if the Owls decide to push. And Avernisk stuck facing down 3, and Maestra's made his way very far up. King gets taken down by gun wounds. Oh no, gun wounds has made his way through mid, and he's found another. B site very open now for Kennesaw State. And Avernisk just going to be watching on the rotation through that Maest wants to make here. That stops him fully, and oh, what a play from gun wounds. He comes through mid and is able to find 2. That opens sight completely. NC State likely going to be stuck on a save now in the 3 versus 5 with no sight control. Not a lot of utility either. Avernisk going to get away, and the Owls look to win another. Only 2 kills in the round, you'll see, and that's all on gun wounds. He makes his way up through mid and is able to find King and Maestro before he can rotate. That gives all the waiting Kennesaw State players a way in. Maest might find a little bit of a challenge here, making a little bit of noise, jumping around as Zen's going to come around the corner facing the wrong way, but not able to get the kill in time as Maest before the round expires. Not the end of the world, though it would have been nice to take a little bit of money out of Zen's pockets. As King is still going to get his op. So they will rebuy it for him. Mr. Myers will at the very least, but the Owls will take the lead. You only get 2 kills in the round, but you only need that many if you get the sight that compellingly. As the Owls look like they're going to head towards B again. Zen already taken down. King, aggressive angle, finds 1. Avernisk with the op over towards A, taking a little bit of nade damage and getting knocked off the angle by the smokes, but not able to find anything. Gun wounds throwing through the middle. Him and Maestro are in a bit of an impasse. But Maestro and Tal lock it down for NC State. King watching that B ramp. Not seeing anything just yet. And Avernisk in A ramp. Ludicity able to find King. That's huge over towards sight. Ludicity going to be Molotov'd off, though, as Tao is going to rotate and be ready for it. Maestro still playing over towards mid, and the Owls are going to rotate. Still a 4-on-4, and Tao playing in this smoke. It's going to be all on him, and oh, Maestro goes down in mid. That is bad news, as that's going to give the Owls a big way in here and a lot of angles for Tao to try to get through. He's sneaking through, though, but poked through, and Avernisk will find him. That's 1. It's just Mr. Myers and Maest who are over on A site, and they decide it's not going to happen. The Owls, once again, off the back of a big mid play, get B site control. They roll that straight into 2 kills. And the Owls will win this one. NC State just going to wait out the timer. Last round, it was gun wounds. This round, I believe Avernisk, or Ludicity rather, comes through the middle. Gun wounds able to find King in the back of sight with a huge shot. And all of that open space goes to the Owls. Sight control is all they need as NC State yields with 2 players left alive. Nitsu, not quite heading the right way. No one from NC State willing to peek it. There's some love taps between Nitsu and Ludicity. But the Owls win another. They're rolling now. Enough money, though, amongst the players of NC State to get everybody up to rifles. No op for King this time. Avernisk hasn't done anything immense with his op, but he hasn't needed to. The last 2 rounds by Kennesaw State won with 2 and 3 kills alone. They've been controlling a lot of the map, and they've been doing it well. You see NC State, a smoke comes out here aggressively to try and stop the peak, and oh, Maestro drops down. No, just comes over the top, and we'll get one. Avernisk not able to find anything with the op. The smoke is excellent. As all of the Owls players have made their way over towards B site as Ludicity gets taken down over in the corner by Maestro. The smoke means nobody's there to support him or trade him. But now the Owls will get their way in. Setting up for utility, it's going to be Avernus off. Oh, but the Molotov will slow them down pretty significantly. Not going to be able to get through that unless they're willing to spend a smoke. Gone now, though. The Owls with a little bit of space. It's going to be on Gunwounds, who wants to come through, watching a very common angle. That's where Mace's head is. Oh, and Mace takes a little bit of damage. Maestro waiting and ready. And oh, Gunwounds bunny hopping around the corner. He'll get tucked in nicely. Nitsu wants to come in aggressively. He's flashed pretty heavily. Not going to be able to see anything as he's going to want to come around the corner now. Swinging to Mace. Mace already spotted him out and spraying. NC State going to rotate back. Oh, and Mace and Gunwounds. Gunwounds finds King and Mace goes down. Gunwounds finds another. NC State 2-man advantage now, a 1-man disadvantage, and no more site control. NC State's going to have to play for the retake now. Bomb is in the hands of Avernus, who is just sitting over towards A, but Gunwounds! He's going huge. He's got 3. Just give the man away into sight, and he'll win the round. Tao in a bad spot. Finds Mitsu, but not able to collect Gunwounds. It looks like Avernus disconnects there. Good thing they didn't need the bomb. Gunwounds finds 4 for the Owls. They've won 3 straight. Gunwounds has been huge for the Owls. 4 kills in that round. 15 already. Really impressive. No kidding. He's come through wherever they need him to, oftentimes rotating through mid to open up sight. Rather, this time he was able to rotate all the way through B. He finds just a great kill hit. Nitsu finds another on just the head of Mace, and that opens up sight all the way for the Owls. When you hit shots like that, man advantage does not matter, and the Owls prove it here as we are in a timeout no longer. Avernus does return. The disconnect does cost him the op, but enough money in the bank that he will rebuy. Last 3 round wins in a row have given them a pretty significant chunk of change in their back pockets, as it looks like the Owls want to head a little bit more towards A ramp. NC State a few pistols in the bank, not quite all the power that you would expect or want. Try to defuse, or try to prevent something like this. Mr. Myers takes a little bit of nade damage, but just a lot of spray from him. Nobody yet exchanging shots for either team. As Zen has made his way up, he's run down King. The pistols from NC State not nearly enough. And B site control again yielded to the Owls. Mace knows there's one more over here as Mr. Myers is able to find one in mid. He's going to come around the corner, and oh, not with the gun out in time. Zen able to find another. He's got all 3 in the round. And it's Jason the ace. Tao in a bit of a cheeky position. Gunwound's going to run into him. Not sure he's prepared, and oh, still collects the kill. The headshot with just 15 HP, and it's all been going right for Gunwounds of the Owls. Mace, the only player left alive in a 1v4, and with the bomb down, this round is all but over. The question is no longer does NC State win the round, it's now can Mace find a pick, can he save the gun for the next round? More than likely he will be able to. As the Owls notch now a 4th in a row. We were even at 4-4. Owls now with 8. As we are rapidly approaching the end of the first half, NC State's defense not able to hold up to the Owls, especially over on B site, which has just been blown up time and time again by Gunwounds, the player. But actually, Gunwounds, the thing as well, has been really what's doing it. The Owls win that round pretty convincingly as well. Looked like they wanted to head more towards A ramp, and it just didn't work out for them. Mace wanted to take it aggressively here, not able to find it as Mr. Myers comes around the corner, trades heavily on an Itsu, but Gunwounds will get another, and NC State tries to play aggressive into mid, and it already has cost them 2 players. Down the rotate's gonna have to find something as Maestro's gonna get away, and King supports him. Players jumping in, Gunwounds not ready for King, who's got 3 now. It's a 2 versus 2 after Tao gets found by Ludicity. Bomb is collected for the Owls, and that'll be likely an A site take for them. The op of Avernus ready and waiting, but not yet found anything, as though might be having some more internet problems for him. It's going to be on Ludicity, more than likely. King going to be coming up on what looks to be the disconnected Avernisk. Never what you want to see. But just watching and waiting, King will collect the kill. Time taken down, though. NC State, if they want to do something, they've got to do it fast. Once we hear that music go, it's 10 seconds left, and oh, Ludicity able to find 2 kills! King with 4, denied the ace by Ludicity. NC State went for the plant in the smoke, and Ludicity keeps it calm and cool. Avernisk once again disconnecting. Unfortunate to see so many technical issues in this match. We will wait ever so patiently. This gives us enough time before we head into the penultimate round of the first half to analyze what we think is going on. This is just a warm-up round, of course, absolutely. It's the Owls' pick anyways, and NC State just wants us to see Inferno, wants you all to see the Banana Bandit in play, and I can't say I blame them. The Wolfpack really have had a hard time stopping the aggression over towards B and over towards mid, especially in the form of Gun Wounds, who's gone huge. You can see on your screen right now, he's got 17 kills. The Owls just have been destroying NC State in mid. Avernisk comes back in Gun Wounds. Now having a little bit of trouble as Nitsu's able to find 2 over in mid, but NC State will trade them back. And by that, of course, mean just King. This looks like now 3 versus 3. Gun Wounds. There we go. Has returned and we'll get his buy, but Avernisk, upon the reconnect, loses his round. And it's just down to Gun Wounds and Ludicity, a 3v2 now for NC State, but the Owls convert these very regularly, or at least have this map. Gun Wounds is insane. He is going nuts. Doing everything he can, and he has propelled Kennesaw State early. Oh, Tao, the flash not hitting Ludicity, rather hitting the IGL. Not quite what they were looking for, and the Owls already in a 2v2. Just an SMG in the hands of Tao, but the player threat was real and almost more important. King's already got 3. Might be able to find the ace. Lots of utility coming out, and King just peeks off the back of it. Swings, and he'll get the ace! Give them all 5 for King! NC State stems the tide with a much-needed round, and who better than King Beans himself? Give the man the ace. It's all King. That's my analysis. I got nothing else to say. The man goes nuts, and we're in the last round of the first half. Money does not come with anymore, so everybody gonna buy all the way out. We needed that indeed. Big plays here, as it looks like Kennesaw State playing a little bit split here. Nitsu gonna make his way very aggressively. Takes a little bit of damage from the Molotov, but will make his way in. Maestro looked like he was ready for it, but the smoke actually going to give Nitsu a way up as Zen goes down to King in mid. That's the mid control NC State has not yet had as Maced. Aggressive NC State into A-ramp. Mr. Myers gets 2 and the 3rd. Ludicity only able to collect 1, and wow. Doesn't look good for a long stretch there, but after the first half, NC State down 9-6. Myers GOAT, what a end to that round. NC State goes aggressive on all fronts, and it works out for him. As we end the first half, 9-6, Kennesaw State Owls 07. What an end. NC State now going to be over on the T side. NC State lost the pistol on their defense. That gave the Owls basically 3 free rounds, especially with the way that that pistol was lost. So we're going to see if NC State can replicate it or if the Owls look to repeat. As well, making a lot of noise is NC State. They'll leave Tao behind to throw utility. No, Tao finds 1. Great headshot onto Ludicity, but NC State doesn't care. They're headed over towards B, and look at this rotate. NC State very loud over towards A, and it just makes everybody move. Nitsu goes down, but they're all off-site, the Owls are, and Zen's the only player in range. Excellent set play from the Wolfpack, as Tao uses just and flash to get their Gun Wounds. Will trade Mace, but the kill goes through on his end. Maestro finds 1, and it's all down to Gun Wounds. 1v3, and it's a tough spot. Around the corner he comes. The gamer jump. He finds Tao, picks up the reloaded weapon, and he's just running through. Will not find anymore. Did I say Tau? I misspoke. Apologies. Tau collects the kill there at the end, and NC State wins the pistol. It's not clean. It's not pretty. But with 2 players left alive and the bomb down, NC State wins it. What an excellent set play. NC State full runs. All those footsteps heard for all the players of the Owls. A little bit of utility and a kill over towards A. Prompts the rotate from Zen. And the Wolfpack just run down B. They run over Nitsu, and it gives them sight and the round win. Broken by from them. The Owls electing to stick with pistols. That means they're going to stack over towards one place, and it's all B. What does Mr. Myers do? It's going to be a lot of faces for him to try to find. Nitsu gets taken down by Maestro through the wall. So that's 1 pick already over towards this dangerous site. And Gun Wounds, oh! The pistol trade spotted, but oh, what a shot from Gun Wounds with the Deagle. 4v4 favors NC State, though, especially with the man advantage. And looks like NC State's going to play a little bit back. They leave Mr. Myers behind, who's going to catch Zen here. Zen not expecting Mr. Myers on the lurk. And oh, Avernisk, what a shot from Tau. He's only got a pistol, but he doesn't need any more than that. Ludicity with a pistol as well, exchanging shots. Ludicity coming out way on top of this one. NC State now coming in towards mid. Mace is going to support his IGL and runs down Ludicity. It's all Gun Wounds and his Deagle, but there's no one down there anymore, and now he knows it. In a tough spot, in a tough corner in NC State. They could elect to peek it, but they're just going to plan over towards A. They stick Mace there. High flash, but Mace doesn't want to follow it up. Gun Wounds alone with the Deagle. Mace around the corner, and Gun Wounds just finds it easy. Lots of money left for him, so not the end of the world, but does let Gun Wounds get out and get a rifle. That upgrade will be nice for him heading into the next round if he can save it, as it looks like he is going to try. NC State does not want to let him. That smoke, though, going to preclude King from finding him. But running through, NC State much more willing to give up their rifles than Gun Wounds likely is, but Gun Wounds walks across the smoke just as it fades, and he will likely get out. Make out like a bandit. Sit in the corner by the porta potties and hope nobody comes knocking. Tau spots him and is able to get the kill just at the end. Oh my goodness. Not even a second left, I don't think, before the round was over, and NC State denies the gun to Gun Wounds. Not that it matters. He's still going to get his buy, and he wants the op instead. Angry after that kill. And the Owls will get their op and have their full buy. NC State, besides Maestro, has all AKs. It's going to be on how K-State, Kennesaw State decides to defend. And oh, that's going to be a Gun Wounds op over in ramp, but not able to find anything. And back go the Owls. NC State very aggressively. Mace wants to find one. He finds Avernisk early. Gun Wounds with the op in the corner, not able to find anything either. Ludicity forced back. Is he going to be able to find anything? The Molotovs knocked him off his angle, and the bomb will go down already. Zen taking a good chunk of damage. As everybody from the Owls. Nitsu able to find one on the flank, but Maestro denies anymore. It's Zen and Ludicity stuck on the other side of this smoke, and oh, what a bad spot. Ludicity dodges one flash, but not the other. Sorry to those of you at home. Mace gets taken down, reloading, I believe. As Zen with the FAMAS able to find one, and Zen, ooh, makes out with the op. That's all he wanted. This bomb is going to explode, and NC State will win the round, but Zen knows he got away with one. As he will find the op in the mayhem. And NC State around the corner. King, just trying to get away from the bomb, will get taken down by Ludicity. Was likely to die to the bomb if he didn't try to jump around that corner anyways. A little bit of money in Ludicity's pockets never hurt nobody. At least that's what NC State's hoping, is that we are even at 9. NC State's notched 3 in a row after their pistol win. Looks very similar to the Owls win chart of the first half. As we're going to see most of a buy for the Owls. 2 FAMASes, though. Gun Wound still with the op. Able to be saved. There's Avernus going to try to control mid from Mace King. Looks like that Molotov not quite going to do it, and Avernus is going to try to take an aggressive peek with the FAMAS. Spots the leg of King, but flashed! And oh, what a flash! Mace King went around the corner, and that'll be a kill in mid-control. Maestro over on B site, and it might be on Nitsu. He's going to be the one to take first contact. Spots the head of Maestro, but not able to get the kill. Not a lot of real estate to shoot there. And that smoke, he wants to get a little bit of a peek, and now he's going to work into it even. He's playing aggressively. I'm not sure NC State's ready, but they've retreated at just the right time regardless. Tao's taking a lot of control over towards A, and that rotate from the Owls. Pretty significant. NC State grouped up over towards mid now, it looks like. And a little bit of a lull in the action. Tao, utility left, but he doesn't want to use it as he was waiting very patiently for the rest of his team to join him over towards A. They're hoping they prompted enough of a rotate to free up a little bit more site space. Not sure they bought themselves a ton, but here comes the utility, and the rotate from the Owls is going to be quick. NC State's got to run. They'll get there. And a lot of space taken. Oh, what an excellent Molotov. Will knock Ludicity off the angle. Not able to get the kill. He will find Mr. Myers, but Mace will trade. Maestro in the corner will get the plan, and Mace is able to find one, as is Tao through the smoke. It's all down to gun wounds with the off. Is he going to get out? He will survive, but just for now. 73 health on him, 47 on Nitsu, and the Owls are stuck trying to play aggressively into this smoke. Trying to reestablish some sight lines and then work their way back in. Flash, a little bit of stace, but not a lot. As NC State happy to play this one back. Wait for time. The Owls are going to have to make a move if they want to defuse the bomb. And oh, Nitsu gets caught on the way out, and Gun Wounds takes that as his cue to leave. A re-challenge now. Tao just lives, gets his feet tickled by the op. And King will get taken down. Running away is Gun Wounds, able to find one more, but the op does get taken out of his hands, and that's what NC State cared about. You lose a few players, but you cost the Owls the 47.50 for the op, and any opportunity cost any more kills going forward, that's huge. And the Wolfpack seem happy to give it up. Enough money in the bank for everybody else, and King's likely going to end up with this op. AWP if you would like. Same thing, who cares? NC State, all the equipment in the world, and oh, what a silly buy from the Owls, including a shotgun in the hands of Gun Wounds and lots of deagles. Oh, finding one already is Nitsu with the SMG. Not the gun you'd expect to be popping off early, but Mr. Myers gets taken down. Gonna stabilize maybe into something more normal, and Zen, oh, his head's blown off by Maestro. You wanted a haircut? Here's it, Express. Ludicity able to find one through the smoke in mid as King will go down. Owl's not making it easy on the half-buy. The Deagles are powerful, don't let anybody tell you otherwise. As NC State's in a bit of an awkward position. Looks like they're going to be executing over towards B. It's going to be Avernisk already taken down by Maestro. And Nitsu taken down as well on the retreat to try to reposition Gun Wounds' shotgun. Not likely to be helpful here on this retake. Ludicity's found the op, though, of King. And that's huge. The smoke comes up in Gun Wounds, likely thinking that Tao's around this corner. Gonna be ready for the spray. Doesn't want to. Waiting. Baiting. Tempting. Just sitting in the smoke. Taking it easy. Which way does he pick? And oh, NC State all playing hide and seek from him. Gun Wounds. Where are your friends? They do not want to play with you, and we'll find Maestro, but Maestro takes him down. Ludicity found the op of King, though, and a little bit of a steal for the Owls. Both teams playing, I was going to say patty cake, but that's not right. Hot potato with the AWP. Oh, with the Russian accents, correct. Well, that can be, we can agree to disagree. NC State wins another one. They've been rolling here. The Owls yet to get really a full buy, but they'll get one now, especially off the back of the stolen AWP for Ludicity. NC State all rifles, though, and lots of round wins in the books. They're up 11-9 now. What a turnaround for them. Full buy on full buy. Looks like it's going to be defaults headed towards A-Ramp or NC State. Avernisk flashed. He wanted to play it aggressively, but wasn't going to be able to find it. Oh, the nade is excellent, though. Lots of damage. And Gun Wounds is going to get 2, 3 even. All of a sudden, NC State's A-Ramp push is destroyed by Gun Wounds coming around the corner. King, wow, what a nade from Zen. Off the backboard, and Maestro goes down to Nitsu. Zen around the corner will take down King through the wall, and summarily NC State is taken down. The Owls, off the back of Gun Wounds, destroy NC State's A-Ramp push. And that'll give the Owls a much-needed round. It's been a minute. But NC State only 2 rounds up. Enough money in the bank to buy for them, though, the Wolfpack have. So they're not going anywhere. Neither are the Owls. They, I believe, only lost one player. And so plenty of money still in the bank, not a lot of rebuys. Whoops, that's a console screen that you guys don't care about. As Tao is going to take this one aggressively. He's already made his way up towards this Molotov, and Ludicity might accidentally peek into him, not prepared for Tao to be there. The rest of NC State heading towards mid, it looks like, and Ludicity does go down to Tao, and that's an op out of the hands of the Owls. Tao wants to retreat off of it, and Gunwounds is able to recollect it. Oh, that shot just barely missing NC State's IGL. Gunwounds is the Owls' MVP so far. Oh, absolutely. Mr. Myers finds Nitsu over on B ramp, and that's going to be the go button for him. Zen sees the feet of Mr. Myers and just enough tracking through the smoke to find it. That will slow down the Wolfpack, but not a ton. Zen takes a good chunk of damage trying to line up that flash there from the Molotov. As Gunwound's going to be playing over to help Zen. And NC State's going to be flooding in. Zen gets taken down, and it's just going to be Gunwounds to try to stop this push. Tao coming through. Gunwounds playing in the smoke as well. He's able to find one, just peeking through, and Tao ready for it. He gets traded by Avernisk, though, and it's a 1v2, not out of the question for Avernisk. Gonna have to spot out these players, and I'm not sure he's ready for King around the corner. Comes through the smoke. The aggression from King is rewarded, and NC State wins that one. 12-10 now for the Wolfpack. And the Owls do have a good chunk of money in the bank off of the last round win, rolled into this one. As Gunwounds at 27 on Vertigo. It's not enough for the Owls to have the lead just yet, but it is still close. He's been keeping them in it. Avernisk will get his op back. What can he do with it? NC State, they're headed towards A-Ramp again. They do not care. They want the aggression, and oh, Avernisk finds one. Gunwounds ready for another as the nades. Very quick. Mace gets taken down as well. And NC State's already lost 2 on an ill-advised A-Ramp push. It gets King into mid, but nothing else. And King, the wrong timing, as Zen's going to come through. Not able to find the kill, though. He will collect it. But NC State tries to go A-Ramp again. And has anyone ever told you the definition of insanity? Because I'm not sure the Wolfpack have heard it. They go A-Ramp expecting a different outcome, and the same thing happens. They get shredded. Can Tao and Maestro find anything? Looks like they're going to be going for a bit of a boost here. For Tao, what can he find on this peak? Sticks his head up, not able to collect anything. He'll drop back down. NC State in a tough spot. Can Tao and Maestro find anything? They're throwing Yuto like they want something. Tao's going to get aggressive. Ludicity, flash. Tao not able to get the kill as Maestro's going to find one. Nitsu on the rotate. That's going to pin Ludicity in the corner, rather. Nade does a good chunk of damage. Tao would have had it, but the nade comes through just in time, and Ludicity and Gunwound simultaneous kills. And the Owls will collect another one. Those A-Ramp push denials from the Owls have been backbreaking for NC State, who are now going to be rocking pistols into this round more than likely. Avernisk with the op, not having to do much with Gunwounds, already at 29. NC State with pistols. What do they elect to do now? As the Molotov's great from them, and Nitsu's going to find 2 already. Will he get a third? No, Mace will take him down, but Zen ready for the trade. NC State takes down 1 and no more, and it's going to be on Zen to try to deny him, and he'll get the rest. 3 for Zen and 2 for Nitsu as NC State, with only pistols, only able to find 1. As we're in the last 5 rounds, it's clutch crunch time for both teams. We are locked at 12. NC State going to be in a tough spot in terms of buy. 2 Galils and 3 AKs. And the Owls just starting to roll in the money. Avernisk with the op, going to play towards A again, and NC State going to send Tao over there, likely on a solo mission. Mr. Myers takes a good chunk of damage from an aid. And it's just going to be on Tao to try to occupy these players for the Owls. Lots of utility being thrown to try to find anything. And oh, Zen! Through the grates! Mr. Myers finds him. Tao in an awkward spot. He's going to have to try to keep everybody waiting, at least for the Owls. But only one player left, and Mr. Myers goes down to Nitsu as Mace is able to trade gun wounds in mid. A little bit of mid control established for NC State and a player advantage. Ludicity playing in mid. Avernus, the solo player, on A with the op. He's going to be left alone by the Wolfpack, more than likely. And it's going to be on Nitsu to lock down B site. NC State gathering over towards mid, it looks like now. A little bit of a late round rotation, plenty of time to do so. Oh, they might be heading A. Tao with the bomb brings over several players. And it's going to be on Mason King on a peek on Ludicity here. How does the timing work out as everybody goes? A little bit of utility. That'll prompt Ludicity to rotate, and that'll give Mason King likely a little bit of space. A little bit of utility behind them will scare Avernus and Ludicity, and NC State's going to get A site for free. Ludicity able to find a kill, but King will trade Maced. And NC State, all the site control in the world. Oh, excellent utility from them. Avernus missed the off shot. And it's all down to Nitsu on a late rotation. The utility from the Wolfpack fools the Owls. Keen hearing perhaps too good for them this time. Ready for King in the corner. Nitsu gets one. Great crosshair placement, even though he didn't trust himself. Still 2 players to find, though, and he's got a long way to go. Great nade onto Maestro will do 33 damage to him. Nitsu wants to stick the bomb, he doesn't. And he will get punished. Tao finds the kill through the smoke, and NC State 13 now up 1 over the Owls. Gunwound still at 29. NC State found him, killed him, won the round, and that seems to be the best way to do it. Way too intense of a match at this time. What, you're thinking not getting your heart rate up at 7:30 on a Monday? You're watching NC State Counter-Strike. Every match is a banger. The Owls able to get the op back, though, off of enough round wins in a row. NC State only 1 round advantage, and not a lot of weapons. Avernus with the op. Oh, Tao goes down. And that's a player lost early over on A. Tao wanted to get a little bit of space. 7:30 morning my time? Good grief. My bad. That is a weird time. It is a bad time for this exciting of a match. I'll give you that. Mr. Myers is going to make his way through. Zen has been the player to try to control this site, him and Nitsu. NC State started to make their way in. A little bit of mid-control established as well for Maced. And now King has to go get the bomb, rather. A boost here for Mr. Myers is going to get him in a tricky position. So he's ready to peek up over this corner, and I'm not sure that anyone from the Owls is ready for it. Look at Zen, no idea. He doesn't know what's going to hit him. Mr. Myers just waiting, and oh, Maestro gets taken down. Zen through the great. The great giveth and the great taketh away. As Mr. Myers just waiting, 40 seconds left. NC State going to have to make something happen soon. Nitsu spraying through the smoke, not able to find anything. As Mr. Myers just lies in wait, likely to pop over with King, as Mace is going to get some space in mid, and that's going to give King Nitsu as well. Avernus finds one, but Zen gets killed as well. It's a 2 versus 2, and NC State with site control. Off in the hands of Avernus could be dangerous, but misses the first shot. The flank from Ludicity, him and Mr. Myers trading shots, but no one able to find the kill. Now King takes a little bit of damage. He'll get taken down by Avernus, who's traded out the op, and it's all down to Mr. Myers. Oh, Ludicity, just enough health, and that'll do it. Ludicity living on 9 HP is huge for the Owls, and will give them the round. One more stray bullet finds Ludicity's shoulder, and that round is a 1v1 with plenty of chances for Mr. Myers to win it. But the Owls come up clutch, and we're tied at 13. The Owls a little bit of an advantage, even though the scoreline is tied. They've got a little bit of weaponry that they carry into this round, and a little bit more money in the bank, but not by much. NC State gonna have to force buy here. We're in the last few rounds, only 4 left in this map if we don't go to overtime. Gotta get to 16 to avoid it. Only 2 round wins gets you to overtime for either team, as Gunwound's gonna be trying to control mid. He's been huge so far. Mace running through around the smoke. Will get through. Gunwounds finds one. Can he find Tao? Is able to get him, but Mr. Miles will trade him, so it's a 1 for 2. And Nitsu will make it even better for the Owls. Only 2 players left alive for the Wolfpack. The aggression with the SMGs, gun wounds, just comes up huge with 2. And King is now stuck. Him and Maestro separated. King with the AK, crosshair at the ready for Ludicity. Comes around the corner. King will find one. That starts to even it up, and King wanted to refrag, but nothing there. Maestro sitting over downstairs towards B site. King thinks about joining him, decides against it. King with the bomb as well. You'd think you'd need your players to come together. Avernus with the op over towards A. NC State's not gone there in a good few rounds, and for good reason. But now they're in a tough spot. They were never going to keep gun wounds quiet forever. He gets 2 to stop the push. Slow it, rather. 2 players left alive for NC State. 3 for the Owls. Only 35 seconds left. NC State's going to have to do something soon. Zen with the smoke. Not quite what he wanted, or gives him a little pocket to find Maestro. Maestro expected the smoke to be good and clear him through, but it'll also be a way for King to get through. Zen with the head peek. King knows he's in the corner. Can he find him? Yes! It's going to be on Avernus with the rotation. King with the bomb's going to have to get it down. A 1v1 now for him, and he's going to have to plant. Fakes the plan. Avernus wants the peek, and oh, King! Are you kidding me? 4 kills for him, and NC State will win the round that never looked like it had a chance. Are you joking? What a play from him. The courage to fake the plant with 10 seconds left. Avernus peeks, expecting him to be crouched down, planting the bomb, and King finds the head of the opper. Breaks the hearts of the Owls, and NC State 1 round from at least guaranteeing overtime. Refocusing now, the Owls with pistols, lots of deagles though, and they've been powerful for them in the past. NC State, now that they have a little bit of a weaponry advantage, are going to push A-ramp. Avernus in the corner, he'll get taken down. Already onto site are NC State. Gun wounds in the back of sight. Is able to find Mace, does take a little bit of damage, and Ludicity gets taken down. Tau traded though by gun wounds. Who else? Zen in the corner, rather in heaven, gets taken down, and Mr. Myers able to find one. It's all down to Nitsu, who's on the flank. Finds King with the knife out, not ready, but Mr. Myers will get the kill, and NC State's got 15. Whew. Did you get all that? NC State 15-13 now. Avernus scary with the op. He hasn't needed to use it. King has come up huge. He's got 26 as NC State now on match point all of a sudden. I hope your speakers were turned down or your headphones were. Because all I'm doing is flying through the words. I hope they're making sense. The Owls, heartbreaker. They needed to win that one. They bought into it. Not enough money for a full buy and not enough for a save. Obviously, if you save and lose, the map is over, so they're going to half buy here. A little bit of an aggressive move over towards B stairs, but nothing yet. Nade, not able to find anything, as NC State's just going to slowly gear up. Want to play this one slow, don't want to risk anything. Tau takes a little bit of damage, getting out towards mid, but some space established. Mr. Myers spots out Zen. Oh, Zen! Not able to get the kill, but Nitsu will trade him back, but doesn't find Maestro. 1 player advantage for NC State. Lots of damage to Maestro, though. That is going to open up B site, and the Owls are going to rotate. NC State might elect to rotate over towards A. It's something that they've done a lot. No, Avernus! Are you kidding me? Comes around the corner with the deagle, finds King and Tau, and a man advantage becomes a man disadvantage for NC State. Gotta collect the op now and reset or the Wolfpack. Nothing's ever guaranteed in Counter-Strike. NC State reminded of that after huge rounds back-to-back. Everybody got to take a deep breath, myself included. Thank you. Whew. Maestro and Mace, they want to re-challenge B site. Gun wounds with the scout going to be playing in the back. He could be dangerous with it. Haven't seen gun wounds wield the op a ton. He was good with it when he did, but it wasn't frequent. We'll see how his skills are with the scout. Need to hit headshots with this one to be a one-shot kill. Maestro could hit a body shot, maybe even a leg shot. Molotov right in his face. Oh, gun wounds wants to take the fight, but he'll go down to the Molotov. Are you kidding? Maestro baits the shot, and Mace gets another. Ludicity with a pistol. Nothing else left in a 1v2 to stop NC State from clawing Vertigo from the hands of the Owls. What can he do? Grabs an AK now, and he's going to lurk forward onto site. 30 seconds likely left on the bomb. We don't have a timer for it. You just got to listen to the beeps, and NC State plays so far back. Maestro likely going to get spotted by Ludicity. He doesn't want to put himself in a bad position. Taps the defuse. NC State will need to peek here in a second. They decide not to, and it's a good choice. It's just a fake, and NC State knows it. Mace gets taken down. Ludicity, only one player left. 15 HP on Maestro. Ludicity off. Oh, and Ludicity not able to get the bomb defused. Will collect all the kills, but the time. NC State plays for time and is able to win. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Vertigo ends 16-13. NC State just barely able to get through it all. And the Wolfpack come out on top on the Owls map pick on Vertigo. I've lost it. The most NC State way to win a game. No kidding. Your Wolfpack Cardiac Pack 16-13 on the Owls map pick Vertigo. How do you even begin to talk about it? King comes up huge. You win 2 back-to-back rounds in a row where King gets 4 to save a round. They had no business winning. Follow it up with a huge timeout to end it. Ludicity gets both kills that he needs, but doesn't have the defuse kit. Not enough time left for the bomb. NC State wins a heater on Vertigo. Oh my god. King Hearts in chat. What else is there to say? But let's go Pack. What a clutch from everybody on that Wolfpack team. Avernus almost slammed the door back in the face of the Wolfpack. But just at the end when things were looking rough, Mace able to make something happen. Timeout by Maestro with just 15 HP. How does he live? The Molotov comes up huge to knock out Gun Wounds in the last round. My god, map 2 will be Overpass. I don't even want to think about map 2. I just want to think about this map all day. This is one that I'm going to go back and watch, relive, recount. I hope you'll do the same. But oh my god, I got to go drink some water, take a deep breath, maybe get some heart medication. We'll be right back with more Counter-Strike. Don't go anywhere. Are you kidding me? It's a Monday night. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. I'll be right back. NC State Counter-Strike. Hold on just a minute. We're back. I'm back. We're about to get into more Counter-Strike. I want to take a break. I just want to sit here and relive that map over and over and over again. Specifically, the last 4 rounds. Are you kidding me? What a way to end it. But we don't care about that. The players don't care. We're already loading into Overpass. Map 2. This is NC State's pick. Glad Av was able to reconnect. Yeah, huge. I'm very glad. You hate to see tech problems cause problems in a match. It's really, I mean, it's always going to be a factor in esports, but it's really nice, huge, great stuff that NC State, or rather, Kennesaw State able to play at full strength, and really made that map excellent. Good grief. Everybody from NC State going huge, everybody from NC State doing what they needed to do, and more. Only barely are the Wolfpack able to collect that map win. That was the Owls pick, by the way. So the Owls now heading into NC State's choice of map. This is Overpass for map 2. If we do see map 3, that'll be Inferno, by the way, just as a heads up. But that's down the line. NC State rolling. Gotta think the momentum is on their side after a hell of a round, or rather map win on Vertigo. Tied at 13, heading into the last 4. NC State able to win 3 in a row, all off crazy performances from everybody. Mace pulled in clutch, absolutely. Everyone from the Wolfpack comes up huge. King especially gets 4. Are you kidding me? 4 around that never had a chance. NC State gets set up early. Pack immortalized, Owls demoralized. NC State able to come up huge when they need to, and this is the resilience that Tao was talking about in all the interviews we've had with him. This is a team that does not quit. And we saw that here today. As we're all loading into Overpass. How you doing? You take a sip of water. Take some deep breaths. We can do some guided meditation if you want. I know whoever it is that it's 7:30 in the morning for, sorry about the rest of your day, that it's all going to be lame and boring because of how insane this was. But I hope it's worth it. I know it's worth it for me. Are you kidding me? What a match. NC State up 1-0 in this best of 3 as we head over now to Overpass, and I will take you in. If you would, please join me in the wonderful, wonderful world of Overpass. We've always loved Overpass. I've always loved Overpass. These NC State players always love Overpass. A place that NC State very familiar with, especially off the back of last season, comfortable enough to pick it here with Anubis being banned by the Owls. So a little bit look on that back end of it. As the Wolfpack going to give up the knife round as is customary, you get the map pick. The other team gets to decide what side they start on. And so it's going to be up to the Owls whether they want to start on the CT side or the T side, whether they want to stay or switch, and it looks like they've decided to stay. The Owls will be in this map on the CT side. They started Vertigo on the T side. Looked good for them. They were up 9-6 after the end of the first half. NC State rattles off an insane T side Vertigo. Just to think about that, by the way, you lose 4 rounds if you're NC State, and you win 10 on that T side. What a heck of a map. We're on to Overpass. NC State on the attack. Gonna be sending King, spraying into Ludicity. Finds a shot on the run and gun somehow. As NC State Tau gearing up to throw some utility over towards B. So it looks like 3 players playing over towards B for the Owls. Gunwound's gonna be playing over in Monster. And NC State flashes Gunwounds. They're gonna force him back, and he's already down. Maestro able to find the kill as Nitsu takes down 1, but he'll get traded. Zen in the corner. Ooh, a great headshot there from Mr. Myers. Will take him down. And the Owls run over by the Wolfpack. It's going to be down to Abernisk and Ludicity to try to get anything going. Ooh, King through the skull of Abernisk, and it's just Ludicity now in heaven. NC State knows where he is. Great. Look at that aim punch. Ludicity 5 health, no more. A little bit of acceleration shot there onto the IGL by likely Mr. Myers as NC State. There's the pistol wins we expect. When it's just an aim duel, when you gotta aim and hit your heads over and over and over again with those pistols, I'll put my money on the Wolfpack over any other 5 players in Collegiate CSGO. I mean, you know, you give me a pro team, they're probably gonna win that one, but you never know. That's neither here nor there. They're not playing pro teams. NC State now, off the back of the pistol, going to have a pretty significant buy here. Looks like they want to play aggressively towards B again. Tau and Maced with the SMGs already over into this construction area. Maestro's taking up a lot of space in connector, but Nitsu's still in the back. Hearing a little bit of utility. That's going to prompt Nitsu to get a little bit worried, but Maestro around the corner gets taken down. Nitsu no more, though, as Mace comes around the corner. He wants to find some more and almost finds Ludicity as King and Mace are going huge over on site. Rather, in the back of site. My apologies. Mace might bump into Ludicity here. The Owls electing not to buy any upgraded pistols, sticking with what's left. So they're going to have their buy off for the next round. Spotted Ludicity just by the elbow. Ludicity just holding the angle. Not sure that he knows Mace to spot him. Oh! Tickling the feet! Ludicity takes a little bit of damage. He's got to back up now. Tau sticking over towards B. He's likely trying to glue a lot of these Owls players there or find a kill. Zen spray down a little bit of a headshot. Tau in a gunfight disadvantage despite him having the SMG. The range of the USP much better. As NC State now gearing up for an A push. Gunwound's in the back of sight. He's probably going to have to rotate. And there he goes. NC State throws the utility and oh, it's all a fake. Tau finds Zen. And NC State's got all the sight they could ask for. The utility is all a ruse, a lie. And Tao's going to set up in a very advanced position off the back of it. Excellent work from him. What a call. The IGL from NC State loves to throw these baits. And it works for him beautifully here. Tao in the corner sitting in the smoke. Open to avoid any shots. Now runs through and, oh, just runs down gun wounds and gets another. Tao, 3 kills and the call. And NC State, the fake. Only Teddy would call for a fake in a 4v3 against USPs. Hey, if the shoe fits. Tao calls for the fake with the weapon and man advantage. The Owls. Who expects something like that? Can't say I blame them. Tao collects the last 2 and NC State up 2-0 now. The Owls will have a pretty significant bye, though. They elected not to try to buy and stop that round 2, so they are going to have almost all their upgraded rifles. And NC State is going to do what they do best. They're going to run out Monster. And oh, they're a menace. Zen finds one, but he's traded immediately. Avernus flashed, is able to get himself back. King not able to find anything. His gun wound's able to find one in the back of sight. Avernus gets another. Maestro, oh, just somehow avoiding the head. Just exchanging knife, like battles in the darkness. Somehow Maestro lives, not for very much longer as it's all down to Tao. It's just him left in a 1v3, and that's all she wrote. The Owls will get the kill. Gun wounds and Avernus in water. Back behind sight, able to get 3. And that'll secure it for the Owls. NC State, their pistol roll stops 1 shy of the 3 you would hope to get. But that's alright, the Owls off the save in round 2, able to buy enough weapons to challenge, but the Wolfpack gonna be able to do the same. NC State gonna have a little bit of a weapon advantage, but not by much. Depends on what Zen can get for his buck. Not a lot of bang, as it turns out. NC State gonna be in a worse position if they can't pull this one out, though. They're spending a lot here. Oh, the Molotov not landing in the right spot. Hopefully. The Owl's likely counting on that to do so, and it doesn't. But Ludicity finds King! What an awkward angle from the birthday party. Able to spoil the party of King. And the Owls up 1 early. They've left Tao behind over towards Monster. They might want to let him find a kill on the lurk. And IGL lurking. Oh, Nitsu. He's got his back to everybody. Nitsu gets ran down by Mace. Does a little bit of damage, but no more. As Gunwound's able to find 1. On the boost, but gets away. Does a little bit of damage to Mace and is going to throw that Molotov back over. Excellent spot there. A little bit of damage. Oh, and Avernus comes around the corner and Mace not prepared. Ludicity from behind finds Mr. Myers and the bomb is down as well. It's all Tao. Well, is able to find Avernus. Takes a little bit of damage. Can't afford to take even that much against all the players. Eventually they'll win out. And the bomb down as well. Tao in a very difficult position. Nobody else going to have a bye either. And oh, the rotation, the flash, just enough. As Ludicity will collect his 3rd crunch back into connector from bathroom, huge from him. And the Owls now have got 2, and NC State's economy is gone. Nitsu now buying the op for the Owls. Not someone who wielded it on Vertigo rather, but Overpass, a new map, and new positions. At the very least for Nitsu, who's going to buy his way through NC State pistols and a few upgraded ones. What can you do in this round? What can you steal more than anything? As here comes NC State, they're running through aggressively. King over the top. Ludicity only able to find a kill at the very end, but is able to find Maestro, who runs out of bullets. Nitsu able to find 1 with the op, comes around the corner, not able to find Mace. As Tao goes down. Mace does have a rifle, and he is going to get through, but he's going to be in a little bit of an awkward position. Gunwound's around the corner, and that's it. NC State only gets 1 kill on a pistol that was doomed from the start. Nitsu finds 1 with the op, and everybody else from the Owls pitches in. But NC State, it's just a pistol. You agree to give up the round for the chance at the next one, with enough money to buy yourself your rifles. What can the Wolfpack do? The Owls fully rebought and a little bit of money in the bank. Not too shabby for them. as they've taken the lead now on Overpass. This is NC State's map pick. This is map 2. NC State's up 1-0 after a banger Vertigo, if you're just now joining us. NC State, do what you do best, run out monster. The flash and the molly, great utility from the Owls to slow down NC State. It's going to be awkward for him now, but Avernus goes down. Gun wounds, gets 3 through the smoke. Maestro taking some shots through the smoke, and Gunwound's around the corner. The flash hits both players, and neither Maestro nor Gunwound's able to find anything. Nitsu able to get around the corner with the op. Tao in the back going to take a fight. Oh, just gets away. How does he not spot Gunwound's, and how does Gunwound's not spot him? Maestro in such a bad spot, and it's Zen and Gunwound's to collect the last 2. As the Owls have learned about the Overpass monster rush from NC State, and they found a way to deal with it. The Wolfpack now back to the drawing board. The Owls, Kennesaw State 4 in a row now, and their economy shows it. Clean round after clean round, losing 1 or 2 players. And NC State now back to pistols. What do you elect to do here? Well, let's try a different B rush with our pistols this time. And Gunwound's, oh, spots out 1, gets maced as well. Not able to find King, he runs out of bullets. King around the corner, the Deagle not able to find Zen, who comes around and will avenge his fallen brother. Only 2 players left for NC State, and this has been the story of the rounds they have lost. Be aggressive, get formed by Gunwound's. Have 2 players left to try to do something. Not formed. But Gunwound's has just been on another level this entire match. Map 1 Vertigo, he dropped 30 kills in a losing effort. Already here on Vertigo. Doing well. As the Owls have gathered around the bomb. And NC State, with only pistols left, they're just going to look to try to steal a kill here. And it's going to be Ludicity. NC State, if they're able to grab a rifle, probably not enough time to make anything happen, but enough time to make a little bit of fear in the hearts of the Owls players. Ludicity just sitting in the corner. NC State 2 smokes, but not going to be useful. And oh, Tao gets blown up, as does Maestro. Ludicity with 2 headshots off the crosshair placement. And the Owls 5 in a row now. Wolfpack gonna have to come up with something. Tao, the IGL, gonna be flipping through the strat book. How does NC State approach this as the Owls look at that economy? Zen up over 10k. The max is 16. He's been doing everything he needs, and it looks like NC State gonna be playing over into Fountain. Ludicity's been playing a very aggressive angle on it, but he'll get flashed and utiled away now. Now he's gonna sit in bathroom. Spray through from Maced, almost finds him, but not able to collect anything. Tao is sitting over on the lurk. Gunwound's doesn't even want to mess with him. As Ludicity rotating away at the wrong time, but Nitsu with the op turns at the right time. He's able to get one. Mr. Myers now aggressively coming after him, but Gunwound's here to support. King able to get the kill, and Maestro will help out. It's a 3 versus 3 at the end of it all. And NC State only a little bit of space control, but King, he's found himself an op. Oh, Ludicity! He's not afraid! And give him that one. NC State, 2 players left alive. Aggression does not pay off. Story of Overpass so far looked good for a minute. Was a 3v3. Ludicity able to win the duel with the Opper. And that puts Maestro and Tao in a very awkward spot. Not a lot of calls and strats for 2v3 with 30 seconds left on Overpass, I imagine. Avernus, oh, Tao! What a crisp shot from him. Zen stopped on the rotation, and NC State is going to get sight. Ludicity might be able to grab the op here if he wants it. It's going to be up to him, as Zen's going to now work his way through Monster. He's on the attack, basically. Maestro just sitting in the smoke. Watching Heaven. Oh, I'm not sure they're ready, and Zen's able to find Tao. Not looking the right way. And Tao, both players coming through. Ludicity around the corner. Tao able to find 1 kill. Takes only a little bit of damage, and Zen Looks like he's gonna stick the bomb, and NC State's gotta run it down. Is able to find him. Oh, through the smoke, just barely. Tao will collect the kill onto Zen. And it's their first in a while, but they do win it. NC State gets a third. Close indeed, but no cigar for Zen, who went for the stick. Can't say I blame him, and Tao, just enough time and movement to get the kill. NC State now with their bye. The Owls still with theirs. Lots of money still in the bank. Those lost rounds, not anything to fear yet. Ludicity wants to take this one aggressively. And it looks like he will find one, but the flash, excellent, will save the life of Mr. Myers. And oh, Nitsu able to find one from Connector on Maestro. Interesting set of smokes there. Ludicity a little bit left alone. Not a lot of support from Nitsu, staring at nothing but gray. But NC State down a player early. No Maestro for the rest of this round. Re-up the bathroom smoke, and Ludicity knocked off that angle. Nitsu now going to be able to work his way up. Oh, but NC State, the timing. Mr. Myers, the shoulder spotted by Nitsu. That's a great kill from him. And NC State's going to try to trade it. Oh, Ludicity. The crossfire from the Owls, so good. But Tao, able to get two. No more. King, the last player left alive, and the Owls just riding, dying for each other. The crossfires that they've been able to set up are excellent. King throws a long flash, and oh, it works! The bait will get gun wounds moving, and King with the bomb will likely be able to get to FACEIT. It'll be a race between him and Avernus, and he'll get there, but not by much. Gotta lay down this smoke and wants to get the plant. Zen gonna be coming in from behind. Oh, spots him. King decides to pick up the bomb. That's for the best. Be on Avernus, able to find one kill is King, only 12 HP. And oh, he's gonna rotate all the way around towards B site now. Only 13 seconds left. King with 12 HP will just barely get to site. And oh, it's been a foot race. King in a very tough spot. No smokes, no mollies for him, so he's gonna have to pick an angle and commit to it. Zen on the other end, two flashes and a smoke will likely get him in. Oh, but that's gonna give King a little bit of a clue. Zen, no knowledge just yet. King knows where Zen is ready. Great angle from him. Will spot out Zen and do a little bit of damage, but not able to get the kill. Zen does not stick, just a tap. Now he will, and King, time! Oh, the shots pull Zen off the defuse, and King is then able to get the kill. What a freaky play! King comes up clutch again. Are you joking? Somebody give this man a medal. It has been his night for NC State as he comes up huge again. King with the OK King in chat. He knows, as do we, Ludicity. He's going to buy the op here and take an aggressive challenge, but NC State Monster Rush is back! Avernus able to find one, but he does get taken down. Zen able to get one, but King gets one as well. Give him two, actually, with the one on Avernus. Gun wounds, not able to get anything as NC State just runs past his bullets. Ludicity gets taken down, that's the op, and it's just Tao in a 1v1. He'll win it, and NC State, it's already over. Whew. Tao as well will find the op. And who else to give it to but King himself? Give the man a crown. Hell, give him the deed to the city the way he's been playing. He's huge for NC State. Now the man's got an op in his hands, and the Owls are only working with pistols. It was 5-2 for the Owls. NC State's rattled off 3 in a row, and it's been a story of runs. NC State now headed back towards their default, as it looks like the Owls setting up a pinch over towards Connector. Gonna be a little bit scary for Tao. He might get run down here. Flash, not quite what he wanted. Tao lurking, waiting. The rest of NC State gonna throw their utility now. Need to make their way, at the very least, get over towards bathrooms and get some vision on Connector. Mr. Myers will be the player to do it. King in the back has picked up the bomb. He's got the op. Ludicity and Nitsu are going to come around the corner and find Maestro. He's got 2 headshots. Zen able to come through, and with the SMG through the door will get 1 kill, or rather opening it. And Tao, Zen, not a clue. Mace able to clean it up for him as well, and NC State's going to use this to pinch onto B. Gunwound's nose, and he's running after it. No, Avernus gets blown up by Tao. It's just Gunwound's now. The only player left alive. He's got a CZ, the full auto pistol. And Mace says no. King not needed for that round win as NC State runs over the pistols of the Owls. They've got the lead in the map again. Clean indeed, losing only 1, and that's after Maestro gets 2 in connector. That opens the whole round up for the Wolfpack. Trade your life for a clean round win. It's alright by me. As the Owls are buying out, they will get their rifles, not all the grenades in the world. And if they lose this one, their economy not going to be doing so hot. The loss bonus, though, starting to stack up, might be their only saving grace. Ludicity throwing Yuta like he's going to take one aggressively, and Nitsu's going to be playing an odd angle. Not sure that NC State's going to be prepared for this. This now gets taken down, but he gets traded immediately. Mr. Myers finds him. Ludicity gets 2 with the headshot on Mr. Myers and Mace as well. So NC State in a 2v4. Ludicity slows down NC State significantly, and the Owls are just going to rotate back to site. King with the AWP has not been given a lot of room or space to work, and now's the time for him. As NC State, a lot of corners to clear and a lot of ground to cover, but nothing's out of the question. When you've got King in the game, rocking the boomstick, it'll be him and Maestro. All the utility in the world for him, as the Owls have just decided they're going to wait. NC State has to come to them, and only a minute left. They've got to do it soon, the Owls know. As your Wolfpack players are going to start making their way up. King discards the op. Can't have those one-shot kills that take too long. And oh, Ludicity takes an aggressive peek over towards bathroom at the perfect time, and that'll find another kill for the Owls. King gets spotted out by Ludicity, wants to challenge him. Ludicity crosses in front of him and comes all the way around, and Ludicity will get another. He's got 4 in the round. Just what the Owls needed. They'll tie it back up at 6 with NC State. Ludicity gets 4. He comes in and gets 2 aggressively after Nitsu gets traded. Then from bathroom, he aggressively peeks, finds another, and is able to collect King. The op finding nothing in the end for NC State. Maybe it's just not King's night to op. It's King's night to run down with the AK. And NC State, do I even have to say it? They're running through Monster. Ready for it. A little Kennesaw State, a lot of utility invested. Great nade there. We'll get Avernus the chance to get a few. King trades him, though, and Gunwounds gets 1, but he'll drop. Gets another through the flash. Excellent work from him, but King's got 2. Just what I said. All you needed was to give the man a rifle. And Tao aggressively. Nitsu jumps into Tao, not sure that he was ready for him. Nitsu back around the corner, lives on 2 HP. Wants to find Tao, who's only on 75, but Tao will get the kill. Ludicity gets the trade, and it's going to be on King to clutch again. Flash over the top, hits him instead. Smoke over in the corner, now another flash. As Ludicity going to be watching in the smoke. King with only 9 HP, this is scary. Ludicity, not sure that he spotted him. No, King not able to get the kill. If King has any more than 9 HP, that's a win for him. But Ludicity with 19 left at the end will win the round for the Owls. He's got 2 in this one with 4 in the last. He's been the driving force for the Owls to slow the push from NC State. King with even a sliver more HP likely wins that gunfight. A heartbreaker for him rather. But the Owls are able to win it, and NC State now with a broken bye. They'll get an SMG for Tao and a Galil for Mr. Myers. Everybody else with the rifles and a few nades. But the Owls fully bought out. NC State looks like they're going to head back to their default, their bread and butter. And they are afraid of Ludicity, and it looks like it. Tao already into construction. The nade through will do a good chunk of damage to him. But he's established a huge space that he's controlled for the Wolfpack. It's going to prompt all of the Owls to rotate back. That and the timer. As Avernisk watching through the smoke. Tau walled off. Maestro now getting some space over towards Connector. It's going to be on Nitsu. Some utility starts to come out. Nade over the top is going to do a good chunk to King, Mace, and Mr. Myers. The spray through. And eventually, through the smoke, Nitsu will find King. Huge from him, but NC State now has collected themselves over into Connector. NC State looks like they want to head towards B. They're in a 4v5 now. It's a late round rotation from them. And Avernisk not ready for Tau. The SMG comes running around the corner. Zen is able to take him down, but Mr. Myers will find another. And it's a 3 versus 3, and NC State now site control. All the rotation in the world from the Owls, but it's got to get there. Nitsu coming around the corner is able to find Maestro. That's huge, but Mr. Myers takes down gun wounds in Heaven. Ludicity now playing in Heaven. He's going to Molotov off, but not able to find anything with it. Mr. Myers playing safely, and Mace going to come in from behind. Mr. Myers over his shoulder. Nitsu will come around the corner, but Mace will trade him. Ludicity gets the kill, and just enough time on the clock, more than likely. That will give the Owls the round. Ludicity again comes up big. Mace only able to find one in the end, and Ludicity single-handedly willing the Owls to a lead here as we approach the end of the first half. It's the last round of the first half. Money doesn't come with, and so NC State, their buyout on that last round, not going to be heavily punished. The Owls, they've got it all, and their economy's in a weird spot too, which means Avernisk with the shotgun. How does he elect to play this one? Everybody else on Kennesaw State rocking about what you'd expect. And it looks like NC State's going to play a little bit aggressively over towards A this time. Odd from them, as they're going to try to find Ludicity. Ludicity able to get a little bit of damage on Mr. Myers, but not able to get the kill. Molotov will give him some space, and Nitsu able to find one from Connector. Huge from him on Tau. Ludicity is scary this map, no kidding. He has been huge for him. NC State very quickly down long A, though. Ludicity in the back of sight, jumping over the top. We'll spot them out, and Mr. Myers, what a flash! Ludicity and gun wounds! They're finding them all, and Mr. Myers, Maestro rather, gets taken down. Gun wounds and Ludicity get 4 of the 5. And boy, couldn't have said it better myself. Ludicity and gun wounds each with 17. As Kennesaw State ends the first half of Map 2 Overpass, which is NC State's map pick, up 9-6. The same exact scoreline, actually, we saw after the first half of Vertigo. We know how that map went. Not sure that this one will do the same. Only way to find out is by playing it, and the Owls now will rotate over towards the T side. NC State on the defense. It's another pistol round coming your way as we enter second half of Map 2 Overpass. NC State won Map 1. The Owls pick 16-13. Kennesaw State, they want to play aggressively, but they're not rushing through Monster, and maybe it wasn't the right choice. Mace able to find one with the USP, but oh, Zen, what a headshot from him. Maestro able to find one with the USP, and King from Heaven able to get another. Mr. Myers gets taken down. A bit of an odd spot over in Connector. It is a 2v3 for the Owls, but they're going to have a little bit of space, but NC State reads it perfectly. As they're all rotating over towards B, gotta get your players together. Not ready for Tau is Nitsu, who is able to live, and Tau with not a lot of HP is just dancing. Ludicity gets another! King finds one, needs to reload. It's him and Ludicity. Bomb didn't get planted. King was able to stop that. A little bit of damage coming from Ludicity, and all 4 on the pistol! Are you kidding me, Ludicity? I swear you put this man in a 1v5 for the Owls and he'd probably get to the same scoreline on this map. He's been huge, 21 kills. And he'll give Kennesaw State the pistol. NC State doesn't care. They're going to buy into it. They did enough damage to the Owls' economy and got enough kills that they're going to get a little bit of a buy of their own. It's broken, it's battered, it's destroyed, and it's not as good as the Owls. But with them already having 10 rounds, they need to make something happen. King with the deagle. Not able to find anything as Avernisk is going to get the kill. The rest of NC State very aggressively going to be playing over into Nitsu with the SMG. The flash is great from NC State, and they'll run him down. It's going to be on Tau, likely to stop this push. As, oh, Mace found by gun wounds. Gunwounds gets another with the P90, but no more. NC State still down a man, though. It's Maestro and Tau. Maestro with the SMG around the corner. Oh, Zen is able to find the kill. Maestro not expecting him to be there, and Tau gets found by who else? Ludicity gets another, and the Owls are at 11. NC State economy in a rough spot now. You buy into that one, and if you win it, you're set up well. But if you lose, the only thing to do is get a nade stack going. You'll see everyone on NC State except for Tau buying those frag grenades. Gonna hope to plant them all in the same spot and blow up all these Owls players at once. It works well when it works. NC State gonna send all of them over towards the Owls players where they're running. Nades come through. Damage does not. Ludicity comes around the corner. He finds one, but Tau is able to collect him as Zen helps him out. Zen gets 3, and Tau's got to get out with his life. He's the only player left alive, and Gunwounds wants to run him down. Tau's able to get 1. The nade stack doesn't yield anything as the Owls looked like they were headed that way, decided against it. Tau able to get 2 on a pistol, but only 2. As the Owls now at 12. NC State, a lot of ground to cover. The Wolfpack will get their rifles, though. Thereby all the way back up now. Could it be too little, too late? NC State's going to have to string together a lot of rounds in a row, rather. Not that they aren't capable. They've been doing it they did it in Vertigo. They've done it earlier in Overpass. But so far, this defense, K-State has flummoxed the Wolfpack. Ludicity goes down to King, who spots him out in mid as Tau goes down. Mr. Myers and Mace all trading. It's a disaster in construction. But when the dust, guns, bullets, blood, and sawdust, I already said dust, that's unfortunate, is settled, Avnarisk, have I been saying that wrong the whole time? Sorry, Avnarisk. The only player left alive for the Owls, 3 left for NC State. NC State now rotated all the way back. They just want to keep their players together and ready. King over towards A, Maestro on Monster, and Maced in Heaven. It's the lineup that it's the setup that I'd want. Playing in this 3v1, it's going to be on Avernus. And he's headed right towards King. Avernus playing very slowly now after all the mayhem that was, giving us all a chance to catch our breath. 12-6 for Kennesaw State in Map 2. NC State leads the best of 3, 1-0. Avernus going to be playing into King's vision. King spots. Oh, and the shots will let everyone know NC State going to rotate. The nade is excellent. King takes a ton of damage, and he was already low to begin with. Avernus in a tough spot, and oh, NC State, the reinforcements are here. King's going to have to rotate out, and he does the Molotov, but Avernus is able to find 1. No more, says Mace. He's got 3 in the round, and NC State got a little scary there after 3 straight for the Owls, but NC State will win it. That 3 straight, if you extend it back to the first half, 7 straight. The Owls have been on a tear, but NC State wins that one. And they'll have their rifles. The Owls, on the other hand, a few rifles, a pistol, a Galil, and, I don't know, all walk into a bar? Does that joke still work? Who knows? Who cares? NC State electing to play this defense a little more passively, as Maestro and Tau take a ton of damage from an excellent nade. NC State, King and Mace force back. Gunwounds around the corner, nothing. Couldn't even get the pistol out by the time that Tau found the kill. Nade through the smoke, not going to find any purchase, and oh, Ludicity gets taken down by King and Long. Maestro able to find another as well, as NC State starting to close the jaws on Kennesaw State in this round. It's going to be on Nitsu and Avernus. They're both players with rifles, though, for the Owls. Scary sights for the Wolfpack as Nitsu just dodging out of the vision of Maestro. What an awkward angle for the both of them. Nistro not seeing anything. Oh, it bounces off the little fragment of the door, and Nitsu off the back of it. Maestro wants to take the fight, but he'll go down for it. Avernus has made his way up long, and that's all he's done. Nitsu not been around for his utility. His flash bounces off a little light. And King in the corner just right there waiting. Open arms gives him the second. And NC State 2 in a row now. A little bit of a scary run from the Owls. NC State got to respond in kind, and they've started doing just that. Ludicity and Gun Wounds, the two players for the Owls who have been huge, Ludicity especially. 23 for him and 20 for Gun Wounds. NC State, King and Tao with 18 each. The Wolfpack win that last one, especially off the back of the gun advantage, and they're going to have it again. As the Owls are going to be in a tough spot. NC State thought they had the read. Expected this gun advantage to head over towards there, didn't find it. Now NC State's going to have to retake into all these pistols. Mr. Myers and Maestro, rather, not able to find any kills. Bomb not yet planted, as the Owls likely facing less resistance than they expected. NC State basically on the attack now. Zen gets found by Maestro. A little bit of a through the smoke shot from him as the bomb has not been planted. It's a great kill onto Zen, and King finds another. Now he's in heaven. And so are we. Gun Wounds watching heaven, though. Spots out King. Shots exchanged, but nothing. NC State actually happy to wait this one out now. But looked like they were going to have to rush back in and try to find something. Now is a patient round for them. King stuck in a bit of an awkward spot. He's got to walk himself back out, and he'll get there. Ludicity 7 HP. Bomb finally planted. And now NC State will have to go, but they've wasted so much time, and they've gotten so many resources out of the hands of the Owls, including lives. Nitsu able to find one. He'll find another. The CZ working for him, and Ludicity with just the pistol 7 HP. He's been huge on this map, but not that huge. NC State convert their weapon advantage. They commit. They try to read the Owls' A push, and it's just not correct. But the retake is there. And the Wolfpack are within 3 now, but the Owls will get their bye. Scary for the Wolfpack if the Owls are able to convert this. It's going to give NC State a real tough road to winning this map. If NC State's able to do it, that loss bonus only starting to add up for the Owls, but it is there. Going to be an interesting economic situation if the Owls aren't able to convert this one. Avernus playing very aggressively. He's already over in water, and the boost, Maestro, not able to find anything. The flash was great, and it gets him killed. Maestro killed, rather. NC State's got to rotate back. King playing with the AWP, though. That smoke, a cheeky little angle there, might find him a kill here. It's going to be on King and Mr. Myers to try to stop this aggression. King flash, Zen, not able to get his way in. King with the AWP will find one. Gun Wounds with the other smoke will get himself in, only barely. And NC State's going to rotate now. Mr. Myers able to find one over on the corner with an excellent headshot. So 3 versus 4, but Kennesaw State has map control. This is what you practice for if you're running those retakes. What does NC State do, and how do they play it back? Mr. Myers and King going to be playing from low. This looks like Mace making his way through high. Ludicity spotted out in the back. Everyone. Oh, Tao finds one on the flank. And Kennesaw State's going to have to either make their way in or give it up. Gun Wound's able to find one through the flash. King gets another. King gets taken down, but he finds the kill with the Molotov all the same. And NC State gets there. King gets 3. Mr. Myers collects the AWP for his dear friend, and NC State's in double-digit rounds, now only down 2, and the Owls going to have an interesting bye here. A few players who got kills with enough money, and it looks like everybody will get their AKs and armor, but no utility for most players. NC State, they've got it all, but not a lot of money left in the bank afterwards. Got to keep converting if you're NC State. If you're Kennesaw State, really just got to get yourselves one. Looks like Nitsu around the corner and maced! What a read from him. Zen able to get the trade, and King will find the trade back. NC State comes out one player on top on the back of Maced finding one. Tao's going to rotate in and pinch in onto playground. And oh, Avernus! Where does he like to play? He was just hanging out in spawn. Maybe a little bit of connection issues. You'd hope not. Ludicity not ready for Tao, and that's an easy kill for him. The easiest he'll find. NC State up 2 players now. Gunwounds might be allergic to Molotovs. It does feel like he takes more damage from them than anybody else. Tau finds Avernisk, trades some damage, but he'll get out. Gunwounds now wants to take the aggressive fight and will get the kill with 7 HP left. He will live. King's gonna have to rotate back. Avernisk spotted. Great shot from him. It's all down to Gunwounds, 4 HP, and that Molotov looked tasty for a second. 2 more Molotovs in the hands of NC State. We can see a repeat of history. Gunwounds flashes himself. Not even spotting King, who's playing in a different angle. King, hearing the gunfire of Gunwounds, knows where the bomb is. He's just playing it carefully, slowly, waiting. The rest of NC State grouped up over in water. King looking the wrong way, and that'll give Gunwounds the kill. Does he elect to pick up the AWP with 7 HP? He just might. 4 now. But the round will end. Not enough time for Gunwounds to get the plant, and now he's just got to try to defend the op with his life. NC State look like they're not willing to try to push for it too hard. Mr. Myers looking the wrong way. He gets taken down. Gunwounds finds him, and NC State's within 1, but the Owls, off the back of the round loss, will come into this one with an op. NC State rebuy is there, but no AWP, not for King at least. The Owl is going to have an interesting supporting cast of weapons around the AWP, including 2 Galils, an SMG, and an AK for Avnerisk. NC State all rifles except for Maestro. So it looks like very aggressive push over onto A, or at least out onto Fountain. King playing in the back. Spots out Ludicity, but no shots exchanged as Avernus is able to find Maced. That kill and connector will give a little bit of space over towards the Owls. And NC State's going to have to play pretty far back. Tau's going to rotate to play up on A with King. Split setup now on the defense for NC State off the back of losing Mace, who was playing in connector. It's going to be on Tau, him and Ludicity. How does this timing work out? Ludicity up on the angle. Oh, spots out Tau. Tau not able to get the kill, and Ludicity will live with 50 HP, and that's another player advantage for the Owls. Now 2 up. Mr. Meyer is able to find 1, but that's over on B site, and that's not where it matters. King not able to get Zen. He lives on 4 HP. My goodness. Feels like it's been the story of this entire map is who can live on fewer HP, and the Owls have been coming out on top. Mr. Myers and Maestro together now, but the Owls, all 4 players, over on B. It doesn't look particularly doable for the Wolfpack. This one might be yielded by NC State to the Owls, depending on if Mr. Myers and Maestro think they can get over. Kill 4, defuse. Yada yada in time. Does not seem like they will, and they're just gonna wait. This round will go to the Owls. It's a spread. Avnerisk finds Maced and Connector early, and that gives the Owls just a huge space advantage. King and Tau not able to get anything in the back of A site. And Kennesaw State will win this one. The Owls might choose to go hunting. Doesn't look like they will. But if they do, it'll be on Maestro to catch it. Everyone seems content to just keep their weapons. Kennesaw State, they lost 5 straight. They won 1 in a row now. And now NC State's going to take a timeout. They need to discuss. They need to figure out what they're going to do, especially with the economy and the shape that it's in. Tau, King, and Mace, no weapons and no money either. And the Owls, all util, all rifles, and an op in the hands of Gunwounds. He and Ludicity have been huge this map. About the same, similar scoreline to what we saw on round 25 of Vertigo as well. Lots of parallels between this last map and this one. Vertigo was won by NC State in this best of 3, so NC State up 1-0. This is map 2 overpass. Vertigo was Kennesaw State's pick. NC State was able to bring it through. Kennesaw State now looks poised to lock up NC State's map pick on overpass, unless NC State can pull something off here. I would say it's been done before, and that's true, but it was done recently. As NC State, they're going to commit all their resources over towards B, and it's a good call from them. Flash through. Zen spots out King. Ludicity goes down to Maestro, so that's one early. King gets taken down by Zen, but Mace trades him back. It's a 3 versus 3 at the end of it all. Mr. Myers able to find one, and the Aunt not able to collect anything for gun wounds. He wants to keep challenging, but Maestro will find another, and it's all down to gun wounds. He'll get Maestro on the retreat. And so gun wounds in a 1v2 with the AWP. He's got the bomb as well coming around the corner. He's going to go for a plant, it looks like. No, wants to clear. Checking everywhere and just doesn't spot anything. Now he's going to plant behind the wall and smoke himself off. NC State's just going to wait. Tao's got to come in. Mr. Myers knows it, and with 40 seconds, there's plenty of time. Gun wounds with the AWP. Thinks he knows where Mr. Myers is playing, and he's right. Tries to get the prediction shot, but not able to do so. Scouting heaven, now he's got to play all the way back. He's fighting two. Able to find Tao, and it's just Mr. Myers left. Not a lot of time left on the clock. Mr. Myers has got to go. Can he surprise gun wounds? No, gun wounds with the Tech 9 and the headshot, and that might just be the nail in the coffin for NC State. Gun wounds wins the 1v3 with the AWP and gets the last kill with the Tech 9. It's a heartbreaking round for NC State, who's got to be perfect the rest of the way through to win it in overtime. Or to win it without overtime, rather. And gun wounds is at 30 again. Might be getting a heart attack. I might be too. Map 3 seemingly on the horizon, but NC State, they've got enough of a buy that they can challenge. As Zen is going to go down to Mace. He'll find one. It's going to be on Ludicity in the back of sight. He spots out Mace, but he'll get taken down as well. NC State up 2 players. They've given up a lot of space over towards B, but Tao in the back of sight ensures that no one's there yet. Avernisk able to take down Maestro heading into connector, and gun wounds with the AWP, locking down their flank. NC State now resetting. Tao and soon to be Mr. Myers over towards B, and Mr. Myers spots out Nitsu, a late rotation from him, and gun wounds not able to get the kill with the AWP on the Heaven player. That is Mr. Myers. Lots of utility out now for Kennesaw State. Will get them the bomb plant. Not sure that they know that Tao is this close. Gun wounds ready and waiting. He's looking into Heaven. He'll find Mr. Myers, but the rest of NC State's ready, down and with their IGL Tao. King looking over the top as the smoke goes down. Tao eats a nade from gun wounds, or rather from and Abnerisk. Gun wounds in the back. Just playing time is Kennesaw State. Abnerisk gets taken down. Does NC State have enough time to defuse? They will, just barely. That music starting after King starts to defuse the bomb means that's 10-second music. Takes 10 seconds to defuse without a kit. That means NC State will run the round, and oh boy. They don't call him Cardiac Pack for nothing. I might be getting a heart attack. But NC State, they win the round, they get some rifles, and they get the AWP for King. NC State, I said they had to be perfect to win it in regulation. That's the first step. They've got to buy themselves all the way through. It doesn't matter how much money's left in your bank account. It doesn't matter how little you want to buy the FAMAS. Maestro and Mr. Myers need it. NC State's got to have all the firepower they can get, and King wants to take one aggressively. Coming through the smoke. Nitsu will make it through as Zen takes a ton of damage walking through the smoke into construction. He won't find anything with the return spray as Maestro goes down to gun wounds in Monster. Huge opening pick potentially for the Owls, as NC State's going to have to play 2 players on this B site, and it looks like that's where Kennesaw State wants to go. Tao, the back of sight, able to find one. He'll take a little bit of damage, but not too much. Even now. I'm playing a little bit further back now are King and Mace over on A. Tao, Abnerisk, gets the better of him. And Mr. Myers playing in a cheeky angle, spots out Zen and will find the kill. So still a 3 versus 3. NC State a little bit spread out though, and it's going to be tough for Mr. Myers to try to catch everything. Nitsu's going to find sight completely open. Does he check long is the question. Does Mace turn to look? Oh! Nitsu somehow doesn't spot Mace in long, and he's going to go. He's going to rotate towards B. Mace has no idea Nitsu's coming. Nitsu has no idea Mace is behind him. Oh, I'm not sure anyone's prepared for this as the bomb is now heading towards A. Oh, it's ridiculous. King gets spotted out. Nobody knew Nitsu was there, but Mr. Myers is able to get one, and Mace will get another. It's all down to Nitsu. He's stuck in the back of sight. The bomb's out in front of him. Spotted out. Now Mace, but not able to do anything. Molotov will leave that behind, and he wants to challenge, but not able to get the kill. And NC State, they're within one now. I don't call them the cardiac pack for nothing. 13-14, NC State within one. Striking distance on overpass, map 2. NC State leads the series 1-0. In this best of 3, if NC State is able to close this map out, and that'll be the series win. The Owls need it to stay alive. It looked sure for them, and NC State has locked 2 in a row when clutch time has come. The Owls now rocking pistols. They're going to try desperately to make something happen, and if they can't do it, they're setting themselves up for next round. They want to fight the next one. Too close for comfort, too close for anything. Nitsu finds Tao, but Mace trades him back. Mace, wow, what a flick! Through the wall, gun wounds will find him, but NC State, what should have been a man advantage for the Owls is a trade. It's not perfect, it's not what you love, but it's better than nothing. King with the op over on A side alone. It'll likely stay that way. It'll just be down to Maestro and Mr. Myers. No weapons picked up yet. Now Avernus and gun wounds will find him. That makes things a little bit scarier for NC State. They do at least still have sight control. Avernus going to be heading over towards A. He'll be alone. Ludicity, just a touch of damage from the nade, but every little bit counts. His gun wounds playing over towards Monster. Mr. Myers and Maestro sitting in water in the back of B site, and King all by himself on A. Kennesaw State looking like they're setting up their utility flash in, and that'll be the go button. Maestro in the back not flashed. Ludicity not ready for him. Maestro finds one. Avernus gets the trade. Mr. Myers not able to do so, and it's all going to be on King with the op in a 1v2. The pistols convert into weapons, convert into a man advantage for the Owls. And King, he's got the defuse kit, so he's got a lot more time to work with. Only a 5-second defuse timer, but he's got so many corners to clear, and this pistol has been clinical from the Owls. King, gotta look the right way at just the right time. He's gonna Molotov off Avernus, and that's gonna be gun wounds go button. Gun wounds is able to find the kill, and that'll give him 15. Avernus does still die to the Molotov throughout all of it. So match point now, NC State's got to win these next 2 to force overtime. It's going to be an uphill battle, especially with not enough economy. Kennesaw State somehow able to convert the hugest pistol of these players' lives, or at least this match. I don't know what else they've done. And they're going to have all the rifles in the world and an op for Avernus. Map 3 looks likely, but it is not a guarantee. NC State going to throw this nade stack. They've thrown it before, it didn't get him anything this time before. Avernus, it's gonna find him! That's huge! The op out of the hands of the Kennesaw State player. And an early kill for NC State. Looks like Maestro is able to collect the op, and King will find another. Are you kidding me? Tao finds Zen! It's a 2v5! Nitsu's able to collect Mr. Myers. But King will take down one, and it's all down to gun wounds. He fakes the bomb plant, taps it, and Tao finds the kill! NC State in the pistol. The nade stack is huge, and they're one away from forcing overtime. I cannot believe what I am seeing here tonight. NC State decided that they wanted to win. And they'll do it all. Tao calls the nade stack. It finds the op of Avernus. Able to pick it up is Maestro, and everybody else wins their pistol duels, converts those duels into rifles. This round, 2 force overtime for NC State for the Owls. Gotta have it if you want to win it in regulation. NC State, they play default. Looks like the Owls are playing their default. King with the op. On a good angle, gives it up. Nitsu might find his way into King's crosshair. Looks like he's going the other way. King playing now in a dangerous spot, but Nitsu's just made his way into connector. King is going to go unchallenged. Unless Zen elects to do anything with it. Mr. Myers taking a ton of damage. Gun Wounds runs him down, but Mr. Myers is able to get the kill. That's a headshot. That's huge. One player advantage early, and that'll slow the push from the Owls. Mr. Myers will lock himself off as Nitsu takes a little bit of damage in connector. Looks like from Zen, a little bit of a conversation between the two of them. Might be an A-site hit now for the Owls as they start gearing up. Ludicity making his way out and in. Stuck over towards bathroom. In they come. Kennesaw State gonna be in. King able to find the head of Zen. That's one. Ludicity gets taken down by Mace. That's another. Mace gets traded by Nitsu, who lives on just 3 HP, and he gets taken down. It's all down to Avnerisk, and he goes down, and NC State will force overtime on Overpass. Are you kidding me? 14-11 NC State. No economy to speak of, nothing to work with, and they're able to force OT. Wow. The Wolfpack want to win it in regulation, and the Owls gotta be heartbroken after that one. The way that OT works, we're going to play 3 rounds on each side. If you win 4 rounds of the 6, then you will win you will win the game. That's it. If we go 3-3, no matter how that happens, we head into OT 2. Both teams start with $1,300 as Avnerisk with the op is going to find King. Huge pick early. Op v op. When you start with 1,300, by the way, that's just your first round amount. So it looks like Gun Wounds maybe having a little bit of connection issues. Not what you want to see for the Owls. Avnerisk finds the pick without him. Mr. Myers able to find Nitsu over on B site, so an even trade. Might be more even if Gun Wounds was moving. Avnerisk with the op, spotted out, and oh, that's a great pick from Mace, the boost. Him and Tao working together works out well. And ready on the rotate is Ludicity, but he's not able to get the kill. Tao lives, but only barely, and it's just down to Gun Wounds, who will now join the fight. Unfortunate timing for him. Now likely just going to save. You hate to see the connection issues play a part, especially as we head into overtime. It's just the way that esports is, and I don't like it, neither do you. But it's going to be what it's going to be. Gun Wounds going to run through, and he'll grab the op. Still going to be a functioning member of the team, just a little bit late to the party. The Owls now stuck in a bit of an awkward spot in 2v4. Mace and Tao playing over on A site. That's where the hit's going to be. Not enough time for anything else. The Owls have got to go now. Zen and Gun Wounds. Gun Wounds making his way out bathroom. Zen going to throw a smoke over into the back. That'll lock off Tao's angle. He's going to throw a return smoke. That Molotov is great as well. Gun Wounds gets taken down by Mace, who's not able to find Zen, but it's just Zen. He'll find Tao, and the bomb will go down now. NC State not going to be fast enough on the rotation to deny the plant. Mr. Myers tries. Zen only on 12 HP. It would be huge from him. He's a substitute on the Owls roster. This might just be his proving ground. He's playing in a great angle here. Maestro not ready for it. Mr. Myers, whoo, just able to get the kill. Zen almost collects the 1v3. But 1v4 even it ended up being. But not able to do so. NC State wins the first round of overtime. Again, you got to get to win 4 rounds in an OT period. That OT period is 6 rounds, 3 on each side. You want to play the best? Yeah, absolutely. It's just a tough way for, to happen. It's tough to happen in overtime, especially of an excellent series. But we won't let that take away from an incredible series. The Owls almost able to win that one, but NC State get their first of 4. You'll play 3 on the same side. Gun Wounds, nobody on Kennesaw State electing to buy the op, and King wants it again. Not able to find anything. He'll go over and play into long. As Maestro in the corner, he's going to try to find a little bit of damage, and Tao through the wall will as well. Kennesaw State, though, they have made their way into construction, and that's a lot of positioning and knowledge gain for them. Great Molotov by Avnerisk off the inside corner to force anybody out of that sandbag area. Molotov to keep anybody from sitting just in the corner. Over the top by Tao. As we are in a bit of a slowdown now. Gun Wound's gonna make his way up. Make sure that nobody's coming back in to crack back in connector. Ludicity flashed in. Not gonna find anything he wants back. Molotov from Mr. Myers will give away his position as behind those toxic barrels. But it will slow Ludicity. Lots of flashes. Lots of utility coming out. Zen gonna walk his way just along and Boost might be going on here if Avnerus can get on his head, decides against it. Now he might. Not sure that NC State's going to be prepared for this. Over the top. Tao just spots out the head, knowing the boost is going to come again. Sprays Avnerus, but isn't able to get the kill. He needed to be a little bit more patient. Was not able to, and Tao's going to get out. Mr. Myers just going to be in a bad spot. It's going to be all him. And Maestro's giving him a little bit of a boost. Now through Monster are the Owls. Not a lot of time left, and NC State playing for time. Tao gets found over on Heaven. Mr. Myers able to find one just on the back of the sandbags, and oh, Maestro not able to find the other. Mr. Myers will get the trade, though. 12 seconds left, and the bomb has to go down for the Owls. It's going to be on Nitsu to plant. Around the corner is Avnerus. Kill find, one kill. Maced, able to kill the bomb planter, but doesn't stop it from going down. King with the op. 2v2 now for NC State. Avnerus in the corner. King! Oh my god, what a shot from him to get the kill and keep the man advantage. It's all going to be on Ludicity. Playing in the corner of Monster. He's hiding, he's playing, he's waiting. And King will get the kill. NC State notches a second in overtime, and King hits maybe the shot of the match. An insane flick onto Avnerus. He is the king. 31 kills from him. Now that we've cracked overtime, this will be the last round on these sides. So after this one, NC State will move over to the T side, and Kennesaw State will move over to the CT side. They'll both be given $13K in their bank accounts to start with. That's after this round. We've still got one more of NC State playing the CT. How do they like to do it? Well, give Maestro a new op. Give the second opper a chance, and he'll find Avnerus early. That's one kill. Huge pick from him. Not the normal designated opper for NC State. Not that they have a regular one, but definitely not the normal one. Door opens, and King finds the kill. Up 2 players now is NC State, and up 2 rounds in OT. Gun Wounds rocking the op now. Him, Ludicity, and Nitsu, the 3 players who have probably gone biggest for Kennesaw State. This map have their work cut out for them in the 3v5. Looks like they're starting to gather over towards A site. It's going to be on Maced. He's in a bit of an awkward spot. Not sure that Kennesaw State's going to know to check this angle. But the support not going to be there from Maestro, so Mace might have to watch his back here. Oh, in comes King, ready to support, and what a time for him to come in. Finds Nitsu, that's one. Finds Gun Wounds, that's another. And Mace able to find Ludicity. The first half of overtime gives NC State all 3, and only 1 more needed for NC State to win the series 2-0. My, oh my, oh my. Good half, says Tao in chat. And he's right. King gets 3 on the late rotation with the op, or 2 rather. Mace finds the last one, and NC State's got to have one of these last 3. And the series will be theirs 2-0. I have perished. I'm staying alive to watch this match. That's the only way to do it. NC State now on the attack here as we see a regular setup. Ludicity taking this aggressive angle as he tends to do, but not finding anything. Nitsu already made his way over into connector. It'll be him and Maestro likely to face off. Maestro spotted out, knows Nitsu is there, but neither of them take any damage. Shots exchanged, and Nitsu needs to retreat. NC State a little bit of connector control, but Maestro's not going to be so sure of it. Down the lurk, now he's going to start rotating away. NC State, like they're going to commit over towards A. Mate's going to come right around the corner, and Nitsu playing behind the wall. Not going to find anything. NC State commits hard into connector. Nitsu wants to make sure he's safe, but he's looking out for the wrong place. King left behind now. He's going to play the lurk role. Mace throwing a little bit of utility over towards A, and King wants to find something. NC State made like they were going to go into connector. They made their way into connector, and oh, Ludicity on the rotate. He gets 1. King will find another. But Gun Wounds takes the angle, and he'll get 2. 2v4 now for NC State. Gun Wounds able to get out just with 19 HP as Maestro wants to fight him, but oh, Gun Wounds! 1 headshot and a body shot will do it, and it's all down to Tao. In a 1v4, Tao able to find 1. Bomb is still down out there, though, and a long way to go, but this would be a hell of a way to end this map. Your IGL doing something heroic. Tao didn't want to be up there anyways. Gonna be playing into Avnerisk's op. Zen and Lucidity all over towards A site. Flash over. He's just running in. He's gonna find 1. He's It's in a 1v2, but Lucidity able to find him. Oh my goodness. Whew. What a way to win that would have been. Ludicity slams the door. In class right now, trying not to make noise. It's a struggle. I appreciate your sacrifice, and I don't blame you. I'm alone in a room, and I'm going crazy. Gun wounds almost at 40 for the Owls now in overtime. King with 35. The Owls need to win all 3 of these defense rounds to force OT2. NC State got to have one of the next 2, and it'll be the series. Not just the map, the series. This is their map pick. Remember, we're in a best of 3. And NC State won map 1. Vertigo, 16-13 over the Owls. Maestro and Connector waiting very patiently. All the Owls playing very far back. Not a lot of aggression from them, and that's a rarity. It's going to be on Mason and Mr. Myers to get some space, and Nitsu takes a little bit of Molotov damage. That's going to force him back, and Mason and Mr. Myers are now in Connector. Everybody for the Wolfpack linking up over towards B now. Door is open, and out come the Wolfpack. Spotted, though, by gun wounds, but not able to get anything. NC State made like they were going to push B, and now they're going to slow walk back to A. Nitsu with the op leaves the angle, and NC State's going to get some space for free here. Nitsu with the shot, not able to find one. Maybe went through the legs, it looks like. Takes a little bit of damage, but doesn't lose the op and doesn't go down. Molotov comes all the way over and through, and that does a good chunk of damage to the NC State players. Mace around the corner. Oh, the flash likely just saved his life there, but Nitsu will still find him. 28 HP for him. Through the smoke, not able to find another as Mr. Myers will get in. Nitsu gets 2 with the collateral with the op, and Maestro and Tao will go down. Are you kidding me? Nitsu gets the collateral into one player, through him, and into the other as Kennesaw State keeps this map and the match alive. Oh my goodness, your Wolfpack need 1 round. They've needed 1 round this whole time, and they haven't been able to find it. They're able to get 1. This match will end 2-0 for the Wolfpack. Kennesaw State, if they're able to win this one, we go to OT2. Nitsu with the op again. Came up huge last time. He might do so again. Ludicity wanted to play through the smoke. He fought through the nade and is going to take a little bit of damage, but finds 2 kills. Him and Nitsu. Ludicity gets traded, but Nitsu will stay alive, and NC State's in a 3v4 already. Gunwound's taking a ton of spray from Tao, not able to find the kill as either of them. Maestro just spots out Nitsu in time, and that'll give him the kill. Very scary there for a second for the NC State, but just the right timing will give Maestro the kill, and now not for him. How does NC State want to play this one? 3v3, a minute left in OT. First overtime, we could see another one. NC State, you win this, you close it out in regulation. Gun wounds off the back of the pop flash. A little bit of information on a Maestro, perhaps. And gun wounds very aggressively flirting with death. I don't even think he knows. Is he willing to come back out? Doesn't look like it. King gonna come around the corner into gun wounds. Gun wounds spots him out, is able to find 1 kill. And will take down Maestro. Tao goes down as well, and we are headed to OT2. Both teams able to win all their CT side rounds. And we are playing some more extra Counter-Strike. Oh God, indeed. Gun wounds, 43 kills. He's done everything the Owls have needed him to do, and it's been just enough. Same with King for NC State. We head into OT2. We're doing it all again. I don't think any of this should surprise you. You might need to leave the classroom to scream now, no kidding. NC State. What better way to start OT with a monster push? No. Great Molotov from the Owls, and a lot of utility used. Will stop NC State. Now they've got to head all the way over if they want to get over towards Fountain. Nitsu able to find 1. King gets taken down up the ladder. And Nitsu wants to hold this angle kind of aggressively now. Maestro's going to give it up, and NC State's down a player early. Avnerisk finds another as well on the lurk. Mace not able to get out, and NC State's down a player. Nitsu, very aggressive, just walks into Maestro. Not prepared. NC State 1 player up. Or 1 player down, rather. My apologies. I misspeak. Other people probably think I got insane food poisoning. Hey, they'd understand if they were watching it too. The Owls very stacked over towards B site. It looks like NC State deciding if they want to play A or B. Might want to rotate through connector. That's what it looks like. Only 30 seconds left. They're going to have to make a decision soon, and they're going to have to execute. Tao getting left behind. Now he's going to go, and NC State looks like they're going to execute onto B site. Excellent. Gun Wounds is just rotated over. The timing's perfect for him, but NC State not enough time left. They're going to have to go now. 18 seconds, 15 seconds. They've got to plant the bomb in time. They're not going to get all the kills. All the utility in the world comes out for him. Avnerisk finds one over on the corner, but he'll get taken down. Zen able to get one, and will take down Tao. Not enough time left for NC State, and the Owls win the first of OT1. Everybody doing okay? Your heart rate's alright? I know mine's not. But for a match like this, who cares? This is Counter-Strike. This is what you like to see. Likely thinking that if either team's able to pick a CT side round win here, that might be it for him. NC State, they're going to run out Monster this time. Molotov not going to stop King as he's all the way through off the back of the smoke. That'll put it out. Avnerisk, oh, he's got everything in a shooting gallery for him. He's got 3, he's got 4. Are you kidding me? Avnerisk sprays into the smoke and finds everybody. He's got heat-seeking bullets, mind you, and he wants the ace. Tao will not be able to deny it. Avnerisk, 5 kills, and the Owls will win the second CT side of OT2. NC State, scratch and clawing, fighting their way back to force OT1. They had the momentum. They won their 3 CT side rounds in OT. Kennesaw State wins their CT sides. And NC State now going to face down that same situation the Owls faced unless they're able to win this one here. NC State going to be playing slower over towards B this time. Zen might want to take this one aggressively. I'm not sure he's ready for NC State playing as far back as they are. Very aggressive as Avnerisk, and he'll go down. Zen not ready to trade. He's not in the right angle at all. Lots of smokes coming up, and it's going to be on Gun Wounds. He'll come around the corner, and he'll find one, but he'll get traded. Lots of utility coming out. No, that Molotov is going to burn right under Nitsu. He's going down, but he'll throw down the smoke. Zen able to find King. Into Ludicity not playing into heaven. Instead, going to come challenge on the ground floor with everybody else. With the odd, not able to find anything. Mace will take him down, and it's all going to be on Nitsu and Zen. Oh, Nitsu going down to the Molotov on the top of the sandbags. An awkward spot for him. NC State 3 players left alive. Kennesaw State only 2. Nitsu all the way in. He's got to run. Timer ticking down, and Maestro and Mace set up the crossfire. NC State does the impossible. They win a T-side round in overtime. Better than they could do in OT1. Still down in rounds, but excellent Molotovs force the issue for Nitsu and Zen, and NC State are within 1, and now they're on the defense. Both teams won all 3 defensive rounds in OT1. Kennesaw State was on their way until NC State denied them. If NC State's able to win 2 more, or 3 more, rather. They gotta have all 3. My apologies, I misspoke. Around the corner quickly are NC State. But they're headed the wrong way. It's gonna be on Maestro. He's gonna have to catch a lot of aggression here, and he's got the nade out. Zen is able to collect the kill. NC State's down a player, and they're gonna have to retake. It's almost the same exact position that Kennesaw State was in. Molotov will block them off, and NC State's in a real bad spot now. The aggression does not pay off. Nitsu into the Molotov. He's gonna take some more damage, why don't you? King finds Avnerisk with the op, and he'll get the kill. Very tight angle for him, but he'll find it. King getting pressured down by Nitsu. Nitsu's gonna run. NC State's gonna have to make a move, and they're gonna have to do it fast. Nitsu's able to find Mr. Myers. Ludicity finds one as well, but Mr. Myers gets the trade. Mace gets one. Ludicity, the only player left alive, and now in a 1 versus 2. Mace toggling the corner, and King is gonna be able to defuse the bomb. NC State able to win this one. They'll draw even in OT2. King doesn't care that he dies. Everyone's got enough money. I love that about overtime in Counter-Strike. Everybody's got enough money to buy out every single round. So you're full committing to everything. No saves, no nothing. NC State draws even, and if they're able to do what they did on OT1 and win all their defensive rounds, this map will be theirs. The Owls need one of these next 2 to keep this map alive and keep the series alive. NC State 2 rounds away from securing it. Lots of damage through to Maestro. He's going to try to catch a little bit of regression, but there's going to be nobody there for him. Playing very quickly. Oh, and Zen all the way through construction already, but the Molotov will force him back. Great utility there from Mr. Myers will slow down the Owls. Allow NC State to get secure, locked in. Maestro playing on top of this great back here. That smoke is excellent on anyone not named Tristan NC. And gun wounds is going to be the... Oh, Avnerisk! The Guardian Angel on the boost from way downtown. Likely saved future gun wounds' life. Mr. Myers spots out Zen, and he's going to spray, but not going to find anything. King in the back of sight. Ludicity finds Tao, and it's a 3v5 now for NC State. In a bad spot, King stuck in the back. Mr. Myers is able to find one, and that'll draw it a little bit more even, but Mr. Myers almost dead. Zen found by King, and it's a 3v2, but King goes down. Mr. Myers able to get the trade. Mace goes down, and Mr. Myers with 12 HP. It's going to be all on him. Bomb is down as well, so he's got a lot of work to do, and he doesn't have a lot of time to do it, and Ludicity with the nade will find him. Ludicity guarantees the Owls will at least see OT3. My goodness, my heart rate is dangerous. Me too. NC State gotta have this one if they don't want to go to map 3. If the Owls are able to collect it, we will see Inferno. The Owls' full buy, including the op for Ludicity, was enough for them last time. NC State, no op. Gonna be playing their regular setup. Gotta have this one, and it's gonna be on Tao. Maybe to take some of this aggression. Tao, very aggressive over into the corner of Monster. He doesn't even want to let his barrel show through. Mr. Myers, oh, takes a ton of damage on the spray through the smoke, and he's already down to 1 HP. Bad news for NC State. Nitsu are going to be coming around the corner. Not ready for Tao, and Tao will find one. Ludicity was ready for the retrade, though, and that op will ring true. 4v4 now. Zen and gun wounds. Getting ready to throw some utility. Might want to find their way into B over from this construction sandbags area. Mr. Myers turns around, and he's able to do a little bit of damage that'll help Maestro get the kill. So at least it's a 3 versus 3. Mason King now going to have to rotate. Gun wounds, a little bit of damage from an excellent nade there. Bomb not yet down, but a lot of space to the Owls. King going to throw another nade. That might come up huge. Maestro, mollied, naded. But he's going to live, and the bomb's still not down. Ludicity, likely about to plant. So we see him crouch. We see that little outline. That bomb is gone down. NC State got to have it round. More than almost any other. They've got to commit. They've got to do something fast. Maestro goes down to gun wounds, but the trade is there. Mace gets one, and it's all down to Avnerisk. Is he able to collect them? He's able to find King, but the trade for Mace. Can he defuse the bomb in time? It looks like he will, and we'll see OT3. Oh my God.
Counter-terrorists win.
Maced. Ice water in his veins. And we stay even. I am at a loss for words. I'm at a loss for breath. My heart rate would have any medical professional concerned. I'm sure yours would too. We get more Counter-Strike. Your NC State Wolfpack battle back again. And they will now start on the CT side. 21-21, not a score you often see in Counter-Strike. as the Wolfpack keep fighting. The Owls on the attack now immediately after the last round, and Tao's gonna find one already. Mr. Myers sitting on the other side of the smoke. He's gonna sit just on the other side of these sandbags. Whoa, jumping over the crossfire there. Very dangerous, but he will get out. And NC State a one-man advantage as they stabilize. Mr. Myers getting ready to throw this Molotov, waiting for the smoke to dissipate so it'll work. And Avarice, they know he's there now. He did take a little bit of damage, but was able to put it out in time. Mr. Myers wants to play up a little bit more aggressively. Maestro and Gunwound's gonna meet. Gunwound gets taken out by Maestro. One-man advantage, two-man advantage. Avarice, the Molotov goes over the head of Mr. Myers. Mr. Myers able to collect the kill. It takes all the bullets in his gun rather, but he finds it. Zen around the corner finds Maestro. Ludicity through the wall. Mace drops down, not ready for it as Ludicity. Zen taking a little bit of damage. 1 HP. He's gonna have to 1v4 to win this one, and he's not gonna do it. NC State up one round. This is like 2 games in 1. We're rapidly approaching a second game. We will have seen at least, not at least, but we will have seen if it ends in OT3, we could have seen 48 maps of Counter-Strike there, 30 in a regular one. Lots of clips in chat. Feel free to click on those for those of you that are watching at home, but for me and all of you who are locked in, that's a later problem. Gotta see what the Wolfpack can do here. King's bought the op. NC State gonna play aggressively over into Fountain, but not gonna find anything. Nothing there. Mace wanted to play into Connector, not gonna be there. NC State looked like they wanted to commit over towards A. We're ready for it, but nothing. No Owls players. Mr. Myers just barely spots the head of Nitsu. And that'll be 1 kill at the very least, likely to slow the aggression over towards B site. Avarice in Connector. This is a dangerous angle. That flash tells NC State they gotta be ready. And Maced. Challenge and 1. 3 players left for the Owls, but they've got a little bit of B site control. Mr. Myers and Maestro, though, playing in the back of sight. Gunwounds. Gun spotted. Mr. Myers will get the kill. Ludicity and Zen, the only 2 players left alive. Zen. Great Molotov will force Mr. Myers out, and Zen and Ludicity will both get kills, but Zen goes down to King. The op will find one, and it's all Ludicity left. 1v3. Got the bomb. He's got to plant it. 56 seconds to do so. And this flank from Tao could be dangerous if Ludicity's not expecting it. Gonna hopefully play himself into a corner where he can look at all the angles at once, but that means he's not gonna be able to plant the bomb. Looks like he wants to challenge King and Maced, and oh! King misses the shot, but Maced is there for the cleanup, and NC State. It's the second round of OT3. The round number at the top, by the way, the OT round, not the OT number. For those of you that are curious. Few indeed. These rounds have felt, dare I say, normal, regular, by the match's standards. An all-time classic between NC State and Kennesaw State. As your Wolfpack are locked in the 3rd overtime now. That looks like he might want to swing aggressively into Monster, but he's not going to find anybody. Kennesaw State, they've played at this one a little bit more spread out. Not focusing on B, and NC State going to be possibly a little bit punished for devoting so many resources towards it. Lots of the Kennesaw State players very far back. They just wanted to gather some intel before they made any decisions. Oh, Ludicity very far. Long gunfight taken with Mace. Neither of them able to collect the kill, but King wants to re-challenge. He's got the op, and he knows he's got the advantage. Making his way up long as Maced. He and Avarice might meet. Zen gonna poke his head around the corner. Depends on the timing. King flashed a little bit, spotted Zen. Maced spots the head of Avarice, but not ready for it, and King's gonna have to rotate all the way back. It's gonna be all on him and the rest of NC State to rotate now. Bad timing for him. Avarice comes around the corner, and King not quite able to hit the timing shot. It's gonna be on Mr. Myers in the corner to try to catch him. Zen doesn't check, and neither does Gunwounds. Mr. Myers able to collect 2 before he's taken down. Maestro dying to the flames very slowly. It's a 3v3. Maestro around the corner is able to find Ludicity. 3v2 now for NC State. Bomb not even down. Neither of them have it. It's stuck in the middle. It's right there in front of Nitsu. Avarice is able to find King. It's now a 2 versus 2. In the back of sight is Maestro. Avarice goes down to Tao. It's a 1v2. Nitsu gotta come up clutch here, and Tao spots the head. Does a little bit of damage to Nitsu. Nitsu no damage in return. Sprays Tao through the wall. Not a lot of damage. Bomb is down. Gotta find it. Gotta get the plant or both kills. Only 23 seconds left as well. Gonna come up behind Maestro, and Maestro ready for it. NC State gets all 3 on the defense. Flashes of OT1 return, and the Wolfpack need 1 T-side round of the next 3. to win overpass in the most spectacular fashion imaginable. They claw back from down 14-11. They claw back from down 15-13. They win them all. They get everything they need to. They're perfect when they need to. We see OT1, both teams are perfect on their defense. OT2, both teams drop 1 on their defense. NC State now on the defense. They won all 3 of theirs, and they just need 1 attacking round of these 3. Not in the books by any means. Very difficult. Clearly. They were only able to do 1, but that's a good start as Mace is able to find Zen, who peeks through water. Just 1 round. Your NC State, that's all you need. King somehow doesn't get caught by the spray of Nitsu there. Now he will. Spoke, just unlucky, but Mr. Myers will find 1, and he's running through. Molotov, not a bother, as Gunwounds is able to take down Mace, but he'll get traded. It's 3v2 now. 2 players left alive are Ludicity and Nitsu. Nitsu, the only player on site, he's going to have to come up huge. Needs to slow down these NC State players to give Ludicity a chance to rotate, and Tao's come up on the flank. It's all up to Ludicity, a 1v3 with a bomb planted. Here comes Tao. Can Ludicity find it to keep the Owls alive? And nap 2. Ludicity, 35 HP. Tao forced off the angle. Ludicity, he goes down. NC State wins overpass in a made-up sounding 25-21. Wow. What a series. Are you kidding me? NC State, the only team that I know of with that kind of fight. You go to 3 overtimes. NC State wins at 2-0. Do not let that scoreline fool you. This was the closest match of Counter-Strike NC State has ever played, I have ever cast. Kennesaw State goes down in quite possibly an all-time match. This VOD gets saved. I don't care who you are, you download this VOD. We've got clips to look at. I'm not looking at them. I'm tired. My heart rate is dangerous. It's 10 p.m. We only played 2 maps. This game started at 7:30. Everybody in chat shouting out the GGs, well deserved. NC State over Kennesaw State. They win Vertigo 16-13. They have to claw it back on that one, your Wolfpack do. That's Kennesaw State's pick. Overpass NC State 25-21. They claw it back to force overtime. And from then on, well, you saw 3-3 OT1, 3-3 OT2, and NC State wins the first 4 of OT3. Call a doctor? I'm about to, because oh my goodness. NC State, they do it all. As your Wolfpack able to outlast, survive, claw back, and beat Kennesaw State. I've got Tao here. Tao, I'm just going to let you let it out. What do you have to say?
I'm tired, bro. I'm pooped.
You know, I can't say I blame you because I feel the same way. I gotta ask the obvious question. Just tell me how the win feels.
Oh, it feels good. It feels good. It's definitely scary in that situation, going 3 OTs that were, you never want to be in that position where you can win, that second or third OT and then lose it out and be forced to play a third map. Like, it's so draining at that point. So the fact that we can clinch it out here is huge.
Absolutely, undoubtedly. I will be so honest. So glad that didn't go to map 3. I don't know what I had left in the tank to cast that one. We see 46 rounds on Overpass. This is a map that looks ugly for NC State from time to time and looks untouchable from time to time within this same match against Kennesaw State. How do you get your guys to rally and come back from down 14-11 to force OT?
Oh, I gotta say, it happened within second OT, but the big thing really is, I'm smacking my head against the wall T side, And Will just makes a strong call. He's like, "Yo, dude, there's a huge pocket on B. If we just wait a little bit, we have protocols for that. Let's just call it." And we ran it, and we ran it once in second OT to guarantee the 1T round that we needed, and we ran it again in triple OT to seal it, and it worked wonders. So Will's a huge part in us pulling that across the line.
Absolutely. He's a huge part calling it. He's a huge part in the kill feed as well. King, frankly, a career night for him. No other way to say it. Just goes huge when he needs to, clutches them out when he needs to. The man goes nuclear on Vertigo and overpass NC State, the 2-0 win. Tao, talk me through how those comms are in OT3 on that CT side when you're down a player, down two players, and you end up clawing that I think it was first OT3 round back. What do those comms sound like on that back end?
Oh, I mean, we're playing most of that game, and I think, our traditional comms probably aren't as hectic as they should be. We're pretty quiet, and we're pretty, composed. It hits OT2, OT3, and every piece of information we have, everyone is like screaming 3 times to make sure everyone is on the same page. We have any pocket of space to take, we are making sure it is known. The intensity that we hit once we get into those later stages of a game like that, we have to crank it to 11 because that's the only way we can pull it across the line.
Absolutely, it works wonders. NC State, a team, Tao, that you have talked a lot about, the fight, the will, the drive, the mental. I mean, you don't get any more better mental practice than this. I hate to let you harp on it again, but this is a team that just doesn't quit.
Yeah. No, and I ran the risk of feeling a little bad because I think as soon as we got 6 rounds T-side in regulation, I was like, hey, as far as I'm concerned, we've already won T-side here. 6 rounds is a good baseline. Our CT side is strong. We proceeded to not win another round that half, and then nearly didn't win out CT side. So the fact that the guys can show this resilience and pull it across in triple OT, definitely takes that target off my back a little bit. So I'm grateful for the boys for that.
Well protected is their IGL, Tao. It seems at this point kind of pointless to go back to Vertigo. But I think in all of the chaos, we've forgotten Vertigo, an insane map in its own right. NC State, we see the tie 13-13. King comes up clutch to get that 14th round. Is that when you knew it was over? Or was there still too much work to be done?
Vertigo was tonight?
Yeah, no, Vertigo was not even tonight, an hour and a half ago, mind you.
There were a ton of huge rounds that King in particular pulled up just massively for us. But in general, I mean, the guys played Vertigo real well. It's one of those maps where, a lot of times after we finish a game, we realize maybe it makes more sense for us to start T side. Our CT side is good for 6 or 7, but Vertigo is one of those few maps where our T side just kind of goes better, and so it makes sense that we got it across even though we had a bit of a slow start.
Absolutely, it's the best, frankly, and I it's a hard fought match. And obviously, in a perfect world, you sweep every map 16-0. But this is far and away the best match of Counter-Strike I've ever casted. Every single one of these players goes hard in the paint for every single kill, and it comes up worth it in the end. NC State over Kennesaw State. Tao, I wish I had more questions for you, but honestly, I think the match spoke for itself. If you have anything else to say, this time is yours.
Yeah, the chess speaks for itself. You know what I mean. I'm glad we could put on a good show for the fans. I'm glad we could bring it across in 2 so that everyone wasn't here for another hour.
Absolutely, and I appreciate that because I did not eat dinner before this. So a little bit unlucky, but all worth it in the end. Tao, when can we see these boys back in action next? Hopefully after a little bit of a break where we can all go to our heart doctors.
That is such a great question. Rescheduling is a bit up in the air because we got to make sure we get our matches sorted out before spring break. So I imagine you probably see a game maybe Thursday. But a lot of that's still up in the air, and I'll let you know when we know more.
All right, you heard it here, and you'll hear it from him. Drop a follow on the Esports at NCSU page if you want to stay up to date. All of these FACEIT matches will be streamed live. Any Scrim League matches will be on my personal. You can find that anywhere. I'm too tired to shill. Tao, thank you so much for your time. Go enjoy, go celebrate, and oh my God, go take a deep breath.
Thank you. You too. Grab yourself something nice to eat.
Oh, I cannot wait. That was Tao, NC State's IGL. NC State 2-0. They moved to 3-1 on the season over Kennesaw State. Guys, I'm going to be honest. I have more to say. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm sweaty. I don't know that anything I could say could encapsulate all of that better than you having just watched it. So that's going to be it from me. This has been NC State Counter-Strike. I've been Cutter, I've been APTR, I've been your caster. Love in the chat to all of you sending me love. It means the world for me to have you guys on this journey, especially this match. Are you kidding me? I'll see you all very, very soon with more NC State Counter-Strike. But until then, take it easy. And oh my God, go call somebody. Please, go call your doctor. We are not okay. Have a good night.